Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream.
Hi everybody, it's stream time again.
It's girl stream time.
Oh,
That's what they call us.
that is what they call us when they're fucking one.
You can't be so aggressive to our chat. You gotta be nice.
Well, we can't be so wrong about our name.
Okay, that's fair, I suppose.
Where is it boundaries?
What's up, chat? How's it going? I hope y'all are having a good one. I was chilling out in Val's chat, just watching it play some My Summer Car earlier. It's been it's always a fun one over at the Breakbeat Bun stream, but now we're streaming, so you know, pay attention to
So
us.
there.
Blueprints got me acting unwise. Oh man, I still want to go back to Blueprints more and more and more.
Yep.
It's like obsession,
Yep.
obsession. I want to be playing it. Like we were thinking about how we should have been keeping our notes in a certain way instead of just scribbling them in a notebook. And like there's this note-taking thing called Obsidian that has this nice graph view of your notes. So like we could have linked the information together and had a page for each family member and just stuff like that. Just useful things.
Yeah, still might do that just because
Yeah.
it sounds fun to collate everything. So
It does.
maybe.
It would be nice to kind of put that together. But today, it's the Roottrees Are Dead, which Haya has highly recommended. So I'm quite excited for this one because it's detective clues.
Yeah, we're in our well, let's be honest, the third puzzle arc now.
Is this our third puzzle arc?
Somewhere around there. It's definitely not our first puzzle arc.
I guess we were kind of on a puzzle arc with Oberdin and then Golden Idol.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was probably the previous puzzle arc.
Yep. I think maybe puzzle games are where we're most at home.
Yeah.
At least it's one of the big things that excite me to stream.
I do love an action game, but like puzzling good.
It's good for your brain. It feels good. It feels good to play them.
It gives you that good dopamine hit. Anyway, let's start it up.
Oh, they're a band. I thought it was about trees. I thought we were going to a dead forest.
I don't know if they're a band. They're like
Oh.
these three are the
Oh,
daughters
they're a people.
yes.
I thought they were the band the Roottrees.
No,
Okay.
their surname's the Roottrees. I like Root Tree Mania though. That's exciting. I bet that we will find out they were in a band at some point.
I bet they were in a band.
Can't wait for you to get some Cyan games.
Oh.
What kind of games?
It's one of
would
my
those be?
favorite colors. I don't know if that's true. I just said that.
We were arguing about teal and cyan last night, I think.
Were we?
I feel like Mist. Oh, I see.
I do really want to play Mist one
Yeah.
of these days on stream.
Mist,
The
I
plane
feel
that
like
crashed
is...
last night just outside of Pittsburgh is now known to have been the
Fuck
private
yes.
jet of the Roottrees Corporation.
FMV.
Local aviation authorities have speculated, based on the
yes.
pilot's final communication, that the winter storm and heavy winds played a significant role in the crash. On board were multiple family members, including corporate president Carl Roottree and his daughters, the Roottrees sisters, best known for their fashion lines and modeling careers. There were no
Definitely not the
survivors.
band that they were in.
Again, for those of you just joining us, the Roottrees are dead.
Pretty good title drop.
Pretty good.
Oh,
Oh my god, I'm
I know
instantly
it's
in
late,
love with
but
this
I'm
game.
guessing you've seen the news. In addition to dealing with the grief, the Roottree Company's lawyers are scrambling. Everything's
These
about to
pre-rendered
change.
backgrounds.
Anyone proven to be a blood relative is about to
Oh.
get much richer.
is it
I'm here to
pre-rendered? I
ensure
guess we'll see.
everyone is
It
accounted
felt
for.
like it the way we moved over here.
I've heard you're an expert at sorting out complicated family trees. A genealogy genie, as it were. I'm going to give you a quick test. Pass, and I can promise you the job of a lifetime.
Okay, but do you have my pizza? Like, Ooh, okay. This is... I'm coming in utterly blind. This is a completely different sort of feeling from what I thought this game was going to be about.
Oh no, this is completely blind for me as well. Like, I have no idea what this game's going to be like. I have an extremely vague idea. Like, I know it's a puzzle game. I know it's, shares some lineage with Oberdin, and I know it would be right up our alley. So,
and I know the Roottrees have passed away.
Yes, I also know that the Roottrees are dead. Okay, examine my evidence. Search the internet for clues. Fill in the names, the occupations, and the photos. Okay, family tree of the Roottrees sisters. So, we have the oldest sibling, and then the youngest sibling, the middling sibling. Okay, so evidence first. Got milk pitcher.
I love milk pictures.
The person who hired you gave you this photo with a note attached. This was taken during the shoot for the Roottrees Sisters Got Milk ad. Tracked down a test photo from before they painted the fake mustaches on, which I thought would be more appropriate considering the circumstances. The ad's copy reads, you might recognize our faces from the magazine you're reading, or you might recognize our name from the candy bar you're eating. Being a Roottree is a full-time job, but so is growing up. That's why the calcium found in milk is so important. Plus, you can't make chocolate without it.
Okay, well, several of those things aren't true.
Yeah. This list was provided to you by the mysterious person who showed up at your door. You'll need it to fill in the family tree. It's a list of women.
An exhaustive list of women.
And a list of men.
Oh.
I'm gonna tinker with our settings slightly because are feeling a little bit sluggish for some reason.
They look desperately sluggish to me. I'm getting a few frames here. Maybe that's why I thought it was all like pre-rendered. Because I only got like 3 frames of transition when it spun around.
Yeah, our stuff isn't animating on. I'm hoping that it's animating on stream, and it's just that the OBS monitor isn't tracking things because it looks like it's chugging on OBS. I'm hopeful that it's nice and smooth for chat.
Let us know.
Yeah. Isn't smooth for chat. You know what? Let's to 60 FPS because that should be enough for anyone. There we go.
Was some stuttering. Looks fine now. Okay.
Oh. Okay. Sweet.
That's what chat's saying. Okay. For me, I'm getting a very bad slideshow.
Let me see what I can do for you on that end. Maybe the Discord stream settings are bugged. Maybe I can't interact with my Discord window. That was exciting.
Ooh.
Oh, you know what? I bet that's because I set it to exclusive window. Sorry, exclusive full screen. Get up for 10 minutes and miss the very beginning. You haven't missed much, don't you worry. Okay, there we go. Discord's chugging a lot less. It's still chugging like hell, though. Honey, I think you might need to switch to other monitor mode for this one.
You know what? That's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Let me go grab my phone so I can tune in the chat. I'm gonna be right back, everybody.
Yep. Sorry, chat. Technical difficulties here at the Goral Stream Team studio. How is this game making my computer chug this much? What's going on? This is eating half my memory. Oh, Firefox is eating half my memory. You know, that tracks, actually. That thought. It's true.
Whoa. Okay, let's get me situated here.
Why is... Oh. I'm sitting here like, why is Godot running? What the fuck? I'm not doing anything in Godot. Chat, the game is in Godot. I'm some kind of Godoron.
Oh, like from Zelda.
Yeah. Not very well optimized and renders things strangely. Yeah, sure seems like it.
There we go. And okay, we're good to go.
Okay. Hopefully this will be a bit more smoother now. Right, thanks for bearing with us, chat. Our little talk sprites might be a little bit sluggish for this one. Godot's not so bad. Oh no, I fully agree. I'm learning Godot. I'm fully on the Godot train. Anyway, so we have been given a big list of names. A bunch of women and a bunch of men, and we have several different root trees among them. Root tree
Miracle Junior.
Miracle Junior, and Miracle the Third.
Cool.
Awesome. Okay. Well, we've examined our evidence. Let's search the internet for clues. Welcome. Welcome to the Information Superhighway. Thanks for purchasing a new Cashew PC. Your PC is equipped with a 56K modem, which is fast enough to access any site on the World Wide Web, even those with high-resolution images.
Whoa.
If you find anything interesting, be sure to print it out with your included high-end color laser printer, or burn a music CD to listen to later. If you want to revisit a search result, be sure to use Netscape Explorer's new history feature. Happy surfing, and remember, Cashew PCs are delicious. Cashew PCs are inedible. Do not try to eat your computer. Okay. No notifications, no documents printing.
1998.
Oh.
The best decade to put a video game in. That being said, Blueprints is also in the 90s, so I'm correct. In this.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Okay.
Damn it. I don't think we're connected, right? About albino black sheep. Oh. I don't even have access to Homestar? This sucks.
What the fuck is wrong with my internet? Uh-oh.
Pizza isn't real?
What the fuck? You know what? That's fair, actually.
That's pretty cute.
Wow, they know their search engines. What the fuck?
What the fuck? What about Spider Search? Mysterious. Colombo full EPS? Not virus? Oh. This is the stream, everybody. Whoa.
He ain't even real. What? Oh! Well, okay. This game is very clearly inspired heavily by Obra Dinn and her story. I hope it stands on its own, and that feels more than a homage than a rip-off. Thank you to Lucas Pope and Sam Barlow. You both ran so that I could walk. It's also inspired by my participation in the world's largest trivia contest on 90 FM in Stephen Points, Wisconsin. Thanks to everyone who organises that competition year after year. Shout out to Portese Frozen Pizza, which I've never tried but I've heard so much about. Lastly, it's inspired by a core memory I have of browsing Beanie Baby / Mortal Kombat fan sites somewhere around 1995
Yes.
on my local library's dial-up connection.
Bless you.
Thank you to the patient librarians in Bethel CT who took the time to explain the internet and helped change my entire life. If you're simply seeing this message, please come to the game's Discord and simply type "I found the thing" all in capital letters in the "I found the thing" channel. The Discord can be found on the game's main menu. Looking awesome.
Pretty cool.
Man.
Fuck.
Okay.
2 pages are filled with news results about the plane crash. Besides that, there are countless advertisements and conversations about the various products made by the Roottrees Candy Company. Most articles mention Carl Roottrees, who is the president of the Roottrees Candy Company. His daughters are also eulogized, collectively referred to as the Roottrees sisters. They've been famous from a very early age. A lot of obituaries that focus on the Roottrees sisters' modeling careers.
Sorry, it's just a little bit out.
Oh.
You're not pointing. Yeah, that's better.
You also come across an unofficial Roottrees fan site, seemingly curated by a teenager. It's neon pink with purple text and hard to read until you highlight the words. The young webmaster writes, Raina is the most famous because she's the oldest and got married to TMS. But Riley is the smart one. Rose is a middle child like me. You might think that they're rich just because they're models, but their dad is also the president of a candy company, and their mom, Brenda, is a fashion designer. They do the modeling for her brand, Root. I eat candy all the time. I eat Roottrees candy all the time. My favorite are maple crisps, and try to dress in plaid Root clothes like Riley does in most of the posters. Someday I want to get my ears pierced like Rose. The website's author continues to talk about her own life and what she likes about the Root fashion lines, but none of it is relevant. That period is going to kill me several times.
Okay, so Raina is our oldest. Not sure who TMS is, but we can figure that out. Riley is the youngest, and Rose is the middle child. So let's fill this in. Was it Raina?
So Raina, Rose, and Riley, Rhonda.
I think it was Rose.
Yeah, Rose is the middlest.
Let's see,
Oh.
Rose.
Maybe that's not her birth name.
Yeah. Well, actually, that's a thought. Sorry, let me. Raina's the most famous. She got married to TMS. So, yeah, Roottrees Raina is still accurate.
Yeah. Riley is
Highly
ostensibly the younger one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she must have a different birth name. Rose is the nickname.
Yeah. So TMS. Well, let's search TMS. It's an interesting way to do storytelling instead of showing the actual sites, make relevant summaries, kind of point-and-click style. It is interesting. I would kind of like to see the fan site as well.
It would be nice to see the sites, but I feel like the scope of this would explode if they have to make a fake internet.
Yeah, like, if you want to see that, Hypnospace Outlaw is fucking phenomenal. Really, really good game. Really fun, just browsing around this fake internet. Okay, so...
Let's do a search for Rose Roottrees.
Yeah.
Okay. Rose Roottrees is not as popular as her older sister Raina, but still very well known. Most of the time, they'll lump together as the Roottrees sisters. Unfortunately, results for Rose by herself don't lead to anything different than when searching for the sisters together.
Interesting. Okay, well, let's search...
Root period is part of the name, is a clothing company. They make their clothes for children from toddlers to teenagers. Although the website is down, likely due to increased web traffic, you'll find countless retail sites attempting to advertise their clothes towards the target audience. One of them has this to say: "You've spied the Roottrees sisters looking hella fly on catalogs, magazines, and posters. Now you too can be like Riley, Rose, or Raina." You also come across a website from a collector of clothing catalogs. Apparently, Root has released 2 catalogs per year every year since 1984, and Raina appeared on almost all of them. There's only one that the webmaster considers a collector's item enough to mention. It seems that Brenda Roottree, the Roottree sisters' mother and Root's head designer, appeared on one cover holding her daughter Rose in 1985. The site says this is the only time her daughter was ever listed with her birth name, Carly.
Okay, there we go. Carly Roottree. Okay. So I guess let's search for TMS. Actually, hang on. So it did mention something else important here. Roottree. Something else. Talked about modeling for her brand Root. I thought there was something else about their jobs, but hella fly, the heckle talks like that. The 90s were something. TMS is a common abbreviation for early 90s teen heartthrob Tommy Mark Sheridan. His first credited role as Thomas Sheridan was on a soap opera called Time Marches Onward. He skyrocketed to popularity after his starring role in the sitcom Brother Trouble. Since the end of Brother Trouble, he has often been on the cover of tabloids for his supposed drug use, and most recently his relationship with Raina Roottree. After a short engagement, they married in 1997 when she was only 19 and he was 23. Okay, so that's what? Tommy Mark Sheridan. Okay. So far, so good. So we did have a photo also in our evidence, and let's have a quick little look-ski at that. Because, okay, I can actually click on these to get some relevant pictures. So, that fan site mentioned something about plaid, so I imagine this is the plaid girl.
Yeah.
I was around then, you know? I know. The girls are in their sleuth 'em up era. Hi, natural. We sure are. Okay, let me double check the... let's see. Was the Roottrees sisters... Riley in most of the posters. Okay, so Riley
is that one.
Probably that one. Like, it says in most of the posters.
Yeah.
So, like, it would be weird for it to mention that and it not to be specifically...
It would be weird this early on, too, in the game especially.
Oh, we have a notepad.
Ooh.
On each page, you can jot down important information such as names, family relationships, marital status, or yada yada yada. Pages can be renamed. Siblings, cousins, distant cousins. Yep. American school terms. Oh, that's useful.
Oh, that is useful.
Schools produce yearbooks. Yep. Okay. Typically with solid color or cloudy backgrounds. I guess.
I don't have any memory of my yearbooks.
I remember, we never did yearbooks, but we did do school picture day, and I remember when I was in 4th, maybe 5th year, I'd been growing out my hair, and I was very, very moody 14/15-year-old, and I was not about to let the photographer make me smile. And that's, I think, the only photo of me that my grandma didn't have up on the shelf. Because it was like, well, it's not a very good photo of you, is it? So, anyway. Oh, hey, someday I want to get my ears pierced like Rose. So, That's our other little tidbit of clue.
Okay.
Zoom in. Yep. So that's our Rose. Slash Carly.
Slash Carly.
And by process of elimination, this one. Now, occupations.
Child. I mean, oh, is that an option? Baby is a great occupation. President?
This one was their first president. Okay, so they were like some kind of models, I guess?
Yeah, it sounds like Rain is the only one who might be old enough to, well, she would be ostensibly 20-ish
Yeah.
at current time, so they should all still be in school.
Well,
Except for the
so
weird exploitation by their parents.
yeah, they do the modeling for their brand Root just because they are models. Occupation, baby.
A baby. Yeah.
Hell yeah. 0 out of 50 blood relatives. 3 out of 50 blood relatives. Okay.
Wow.
3 correct entries and they have been locked. But also locked the following optional entry, Sheridan Thomas.
Booyah.
Okay.
Sorry to test you, but I had to be sure you could use the internet. Some folks refuse to get with the times. Safe to say, you're hired.
Hell
The
yeah.
reward for untangling the family tree is substantial. Life-changing, even. But here's the catch. The Roottrees go way, way back. The family tree's a bit daunting. Most people freak out the first time they see the whole thing. But I'm sure you'll be fine. The man who started it was particular about whom he considered family. For your purposes, you only need his direct blood relatives.
Okay.
Anyone related only by marriage is optional, but filling them in can lead to useful discoveries.
Ooh. Does this internet have any games on it? We searched for games and we searched for cool math games,
Yeah.
and no.
We
Lastly,
tried.
you now have access to some unique websites, plus a
Ooh.
list of
Ooh.
notable root trees. Notable people are easy to find via your search engine, and marked with stars on the family tree. I'm off for now. Carl Roottree had a lot in his office. I'll look for anything useful. I'll return once you identify 6 more blood relatives.
Okay.
I'll get
I'm
pinged on my
dying about Bubbles Montjoy
Bubbles
Sorry.
Montjoy?
One last
on
thing.
this poster.
This might sound odd, but if anyone else
Where?
claiming to represent the Rootrees
Yeah,
reaches
just a
out,
bit to the right. Yeah, him. This name is Bubbles Montjoy.
Oh my
and I'm
God.
losing my mind.
Find the blood! Player character is definitely a lesbian. Riot Girl poster and leather jacket is a dead giveaway.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'd appreciate you not mentioning I was here. Thank you, and good luck.
Okay. So, can we, like, explore our room any, or are we locked to our, port?
Here's a little pack of star stickers. Put them in.
Oh my, okay.
Holy moly.
C. Hey, Lezel. Each time you get 3 additional blood relatives in the family tree completely correct, they'll be locked in. All non-blood relatives and small portraits are optional, but placing them in the tree helps remove extra names and photos. Alrighty.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think we're escaping our, this. Okay, so what other evidence do we have at this point? Advertisement for 5 pieces aimed at kids from the magazine Teen Blast. Mentions that the 5 pieces were named as such because the original creator had 5 children. The ad also mentions the current 5 flavors are not the same as back then. Intuition. You've been in this line of work a long time, so long in fact you've developed a sixth sense for how useful your evidence can be. The numbers in the magnifying glass refer to how many clues are connected to a specific piece of evidence. The higher the number, the more there is to find. Okay. Start your search. The notables list sets off alarm bells, list of famous people that you can find via search engine. Pretty rare to get something that useful. Best take advantage of it. As you progress, these numbers will change. Whenever you find more evidence or lock in family members, new discoveries will be added to the list and old evidence will become less useful. Trust your intuition. A piece of evidence seems too good to be true. Take a closer look at the people or phrases it mentions. Often the most satisfying revelations come from retracing a path you thought was fully explored, armed with new perspective. Sometimes the reason certain evidence has such high value is because it can lead to finding more evidence. You may be missing a huge piece of the puzzle.
Okay.
Radical new flavors, because it's no longer the 1920s. What even is an elderberry anyway? Fucking love elderberry flavor. Okay, so strawberry, power plum, bad blue raspberry, awesome apple, and cool chocolate. Okay. A bunch of these that are shaped like leaves, and then there's one that's just kind of roughly berry shaped.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's significant.
Also, all these exciting fruit flavors plus the chocolate one seems unpleasant to me.
Elderberry was once often used to make cheap wine. I know, it's fucking yummy. I love an elderberry wine. Elderberries, elderflowers, it's good as fuck. How do I get to the overall? Oh, there we go.
Okay, the Roottrees sisters and their parents died in a plane crash on December 6, 1998. The next evening, a shadowy figure appeared at your door and said the lawyers were looking to sort out the family tree. After a quick test, the figure gave you access to some resources. This included a list of notable root trees who they said would be the easiest family members to place. They said they would return in the time it took to fill out 6 more blood relatives.
Okay. Notable root trees. Oh wow, okay. Easily find. Entry on the family tree that belongs to someone on this list will be marked with a star. Notable root trees will be crossed out after they're verified and locked. Well, I'm interested in the story of Miracle Jr., so let's figure out what Miracle Jr.'s whole deal is. Ooh. Interesting. Right. Okay.
Miracle Jr. doesn't go by his full name in promotional materials. Instead, he has shortened it to Miracle Jr. Okay. Miracle Jr. is a televangelist who's part of the Miracle Network. He used to have a show that aired on local access across many stations in the northeastern United States. According to a website called Clergy Watch, he was exposed and subsequently charged with a conspiracy to defraud the public in 1979 when he claimed to heal someone in a wheelchair. So he's Peter Popoff.
Oh god, yeah, it is.
A news expose revealed it was his wife Edith's sister in disguise. The author also mentions that Edith had a bit of a checkered past herself, but doesn't clarify. He has since lost his television show and instead goes on tour across the southern U.S., where he is not well known before the scandal.
So let's see. What's this? You can open this envelope after the whole family tree has been filled in. It has 2 names that must be typed in manually. Clues are obscure, have been intentionally hidden in the past, and may require leaps in logic. Try to keep an eye out for any inconsistencies.
Okay.
Interesting.
That's exciting.
Clergy Watch, the Baywatch spin-off nobody asked for.
Yeah.
So we've got a Gwyneth and an Elias.
We can throw their dad's name down, I suppose.
It's Carl, right?
Yeah. He's a CEO, I guess.
So, we also know the...
Blimbo?
Blimbo?
Blungus? Brenda?
Brenda, but
I think it was
Brenda,
Bungus.
yeah. That's Brenda, why? Let's just try and validate that.
Stumble across an auction for a black and blue dress that's a Brenda White original. The auction describes it a vintage dress from before Brenda became Brenda Roottrees and started designing clothes for Brute. The white and gold dress itself doesn't seem... Fuck you.
Gee, it sure is jazz around here. My boy, this saxophone is what all true musicians strive for.
That I'm gonna assume that horse is just kind of standing behind us, playing smooth notes on that saxophone.
That jazz horse?
The jazz horse.
Okay, yay. You unlock jazz horse again because this game needs it. You know, that's fair. I guess let's see if we can find a picture of Carl Roottree.
Carl Roottree died in the recent plane crash along with his wife Brenda and Blimba and their daughters, the Roottree sisters. He was the president of the Roottree Candy Company as well as the clothing company Root, which he co-founded with his wife. Is that distinct from CEO?
It would be distinct from CEO, so let's...
I guess fifth?
Yeah, that must be president of the candy company, fifth one.
Yeah. December 6th, 1998. It is with a heavy heart that we mourn the loss of Carl, Blemba, the Roottree sisters, and the other employees that perished in the terrible tragedy. The entire Roottree family is in shock and requesting privacy at this time. As the head of our company, Carl was an incredible man and an unmatched leader. Feeling his absence will be difficult and may take considerable time. In the interim, we hope that you join us in looking back fondly on Carl and his family's triumphs and accomplishments. They go on to list some of those accomplishments. One of them seems relevant to your search. Like his great-grandfather before him, Carl earned the highly prestigious Watchman of the Year title.
Okay, what's a Watchman of the Year?
Carl Blemba is his name, yep. New periodical added. Business Watch magazine is a magazine focused on companies, CEOs, and the economy. They've been around for over 100 years in one form or another and will often write about major changes in management at famous companies. Every year they offer an award to prominent businessmen who has furthered the field. They call this the Watchman of the Year. You find through a few searches that two Roottrees have been featured as Watchmen of the Year, Elias and Carl. Business Watch does not host any online archives on any site you can find via spider search, though you may be able to find individual articles through your periodical search. Elias Roottree in 1936, Carl Roottree in 87.
Okay. So, somewhere in here we have Elias Roottree.
So it was his great-grandfather.
So, that would...
His dad, that's grandpa, and that would be Elias. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Guess the first president, right? If it was founded by...
Yeah,
Let's search up the Roottree Candy Company, because we haven't really done that yet.
okay.
Okay.
Mixed in with the recent news of the plane crash, there are a lot of results for Roottree's extremely popular candy products. Their official website is unstable due to the traffic it's been receiving. However, you find a direct link to the history section that manages to work momentarily. The Roottree Candy Company was founded by Elias Roottree shortly after he married his wife Gwyneth, whose family owned a small farm called the Anderson Maple Farm. So Gwyneth Anderson, probably. For reasons that aren't explained on the page, it has no CEO and no stockholders. Instead, it's run by a president with input and votes from extended family, which is how presidents work, definitely. This site does not. Site does mention that every president has been a direct descendant of Elias and Gwyneth, including Carl Roottree, who, despite his death, is listed as the current president. The product that put them on the map were 5 pieces. Maple candies with 5 different flavors that are dipped in a crispy, crackly candy coating. Since then, they've branched out to countless other products, all of which incorporate maple in some way. Their sister company, simply titled Root, specializes in children's clothing. Those primary models for Root are the Roottrees sisters.
Okay, interesting. It was the great-grandfather in the billiard room with a lead pipe.
With the steel chair. Kenneth Anderson.
So this would be first
So he
president.
would be first president. And she would be a Farmo, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Maple cracklins.
You know, I could go for some maple cracklins. That sounds pretty
I
good.
haven't had cracklins in a while. Those are so yummy.
Yeah, Gwyneth, whose family owned a small farm, so we don't really know what Gwyneth Anderson. Her family owned the farm.
Yeah.
Gwyneth herself didn't necessarily. So
Yeah. Terrible pony name. What, Maple Cracklins? I think that's a beautiful name. We just print something?
Yup.
Cool. Hey, what's the duck? Why is there a duck?
The duck?
Yeah, why is there a duck?
What duck?
The duck.
Oh, that's hints.
Oh, the hint duck.
Hint duck. Yeah.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah,
for rubber ducking.
that makes sense.
Actually, I'm
That is what that is. It's
like
cute.
talking through your rubber duck. Oh, that is cute. I like that. Okay. Find some information on the website for the first Anderson maple farm. There are a few pictures, including a famous picture of Elias and Gwyneth. That photo is added to your evidence. Hell yeah. Before marrying Elias, Gwyneth Roottree was Gwyneth Anderson. She had no brothers, so as the oldest sister, she was to inherit the Anderson maple farm so long as she married. Before Elias took over, the farm produced only syrup. It was supposedly Elias's idea to create candy instead. Their success was not immediate until they decided to combine the maple with other flavors. This led to 5 pieces, which are still found in stores to this day. Though the Roottrees Candy Company expanded well beyond their original farm, it has been preserved as a tourist attraction. According to their website, there are still daily demonstrations and educational tours that show off many turn-of-the-century appliances that Gwyneth would have used as a housewife in the early 1900s.
Okay.
So,
Do we have housewife as a profession?
Yeah, I suspect we might. Yep, there we go.
Cool.
So let's have a look at our photographic evidence.
Wow.
Twilight-looking motherfuckers. Oh my. This is a famous picture of Elias and Gwyneth Roottree. It was taken in 1909 after they founded the Roottrees Candy Company, but before it was a success. For what you found searching the internet, it seems quite difficult to find any site about Elias or Gwyneth that isn't accompanied by this picture. Elias and Gwyneth are on the notable Roottrees list in your evidence. They'll be marked on the chart with a star.
Do they have color photos in 1909?
I think there were color photographic processes that existed, like some very early color photographic processes existed from the dawn of photography. It's just they were a pain in the ass. So
Yeah.
why is housewife a thing but not garage, Dad? Oh,
Patriarchy.
yeah, exactly. Salted a snail today, effervescent.
Oh. Cool.
Ooh.
Shed husband. I like that.
Shed your husband. Okay. Neat. Once you verify this person, will be able to add bonus photos.
Oh.
So. Could have some starred items here. Oh, split up.
Hmm.
Guardian, adoption, or otherwise. Intriguing. So, let me find some pictures of Carl Roottree. Oh, 1907 autochrome and 1935 Kodachrome. 1960s is when
The
color film
song.
became common. Yeah. So, like, even before then, like was autochrome with color plates, or because I know that there was. I know that the early photographic process involved plates rather than film photography.
Yeah.
Hi, hiya!
Hi.
I'd been wondering when you'd get here. not in a hey, you're late to work, the watching our stream factory kind of way or anything. Just in a I know you were excited for this.
How's Roottrees? They're dead.
Yeah, sorry, you were relying on us to look after these Roottrees, and they died.
We killed them so quick. I feel terrible.
Okay. I wonder. So. Oh, there we go.
Ooh.
We have a picture of Carl Roottree.
Sweet.
Watchman of the Year. Cover and summary of the article has been added to your evidence. Let's do. There we go. There's one of Elias also.
Sweet.
In 1936, for his accomplishment of rolling out 5 pieces to a global market, notes from an article and a scan someone made have been added to your evidence. Sorry, boss, I'll get back to the mines. Those old photos are called tintypes. Right, there we are. Wikipedia says autochrome was based on a regular screen plate filter made of 3 colors of dyed grains of potato starch which were too small to be individually visible. Oh. Hey, Tess. Doing
Hello,
good.
we're
Thank
doing good.
you.
We're doing Puzzler.
Yeah. This is 1909, so that is after autochrome was available. I don't know if it's incongruous that they're in color here, or in the, you know... Well, I mean... Gwyneth's family owned a farm, so, like,
Yeah, if they were well
wealthy enough
to
for
do-
that, so
yeah.
yeah, that's not necessarily incongruous. Like, that's a kind of a rich person thing. Oh my god, look at this dude.
Hell yeah. Elias Rootree was voted Watchman of the Year by Business Watch in 1936, and a painting of him appears on the cover. The magazine says he was voted Watchman of the Year specifically to recognize the global rollout of 5 pieces. Inside the article is a timeline. 1908, Elias forms the Rootree Candy Company after marrying his wife, who inherited a maple farm. During the period before 5 pieces, the company is barely profitable. 1909, Elias has a daughter, the first of 5 children, more to follow, leading to 1922, Elias invents 5 pieces. Each of the 5 flavors is chosen based on the initials of his 5 children, 1 flavor per child.
Okay,
That's useful. Yeah, so, first child is a daughter.
well...
Sweet.
Okay.
They're rolled out in some Pittsburgh markets in 24. By 1926, they're rolled out to all of New England. 1928, the new recipe and flavor is finalized. The candy begins nationwide distribution in department stores and other shops everywhere. 35, company purchases every available maple farm in Pennsylvania. Jesus.
Goddamn.
In preparation for their global rollout. With the help of his son, Elias Rootree Jr.'s architecture firm. That's important. New industrialized factory and warehouse are built in Butler County. 1936, production is tripled and worldwide distribution begins.
Okay.
And also is an architect. Or has an architecture firm. Why do I get the feeling this is one of the evil family companies?
I mean, it probably is.
It probably is. The way these things tend to go.
Gloria, grape. Art, grape. George, grape. Genevieve, grape. Bobby, butthole. Always love the art style of puzzle games like this. These Us Two. Oh god, game good. Game good. Okay. So what next? Let's do the Clansaid Trust. Okay, so what is the Clansaid Trust?
Highly unusual corporate arrangement named after Clancy Edward Roottree, who was Elias's son. Roottrees Candy Company's head lawyer at the time. Due to its unique nature, it's often brought up in online discussions about financial matters and inheritance as an oddity. The company mandates that a fixed percentage of its profits are split every quarter amongst bank accounts representing each direct relative of Elias and Gwyneth. An account is created for each blood relative at birth and first accessible when they reach 18. The actual numbers have never been fully disclosed to the public, but due to the ever-increasing success of the company, it is a significant amount of money. The Clan Said Trust is known for being essentially impossible to get around due to many checks and balances written into it. Still, there have been a few situations in which family members have tried to forcibly remove another member from the trust. Most details online are pretty vague since the matters are handled internally. The only information you discover is from a university law school, in which apparently had the guest lecturer talk about Roottrees versus RR in 1994. While looking into the Clan Said Trust, you often find mentions to the 5-piece guarantee, which went into effect at the same time.
Okay.
Don't knock butthole till you've tried it. I feel like those are kind of the same thing. Especially beaver, apparently. Like beaver butthole? Is that?
Oh.
I have questions. What does that mean? What do you mean? What? Beaver butthole is yummy?
I don't know.
Or was really wrong? Rival can. You might be right.
The 5-piece guarantee, in combination with the Clan Said Trust, was Elias Roottrees' attempt to ensure the Roottrees Candy Company would remain a family business for eternity. In isolation, it's somewhat baffling. The yearly salary of Roottrees' president is always locked to the price of a single pack of 5 pieces. When the 5-piece guarantee went into effect, this is 25 cents a year. Now it's closer to $4.
Oh.
Wow. Combined with the Clan Said Trust, however, it makes a bit more sense. Elias wanted to ensure that only his direct relatives could afford to be president, and he knew that because of their passive income was tied to the profits of the company, they would have a vested interest in keeping the company as profitable and successful as possible. Whether or not this was a smart or successful decision is widely debated both online and in person by economics enthusiasts of all levels of expertise.
Okay. Well, that's a common thing, isn't it? That CEOs like make very low salary because they can just kind of leverage their company to pay for anything.
It depends. Like, CEOs will sometimes say, "Well, I'm taking no salary as like a big show," and they're actually getting like stock options and shit
because they don't have to pay taxes on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so like. Beaver anal glands used to be the easiest source of vanilla flavor. That sounds familiar now that you bring that up. Castoreum is a slippery gold-colored oil which used to be the most common source of artificial strawberry, raspberry, and vanilla. Yummy.
Okay, here we go. So, for marketing materials and various candy history sites, you learn that 5 pieces of the... Wait.
You too,
Hey.
huh? Well,
Hey.
welcome to Kerbal Space Program, everybody. We both got brain blasted at the same time by that song. That's really funny.
I feel like I've heard this song come up in a couple of games, and like just
If not a Kevin MacLeod, it's like
Yeah.
that kind of royalty free.
Exactly. It just fucking blasts me every time because it's like, wait, that's the Kerbal Space Program.
I've spent so long listening to this song in the vehicle assembly building.
Yeah. Anyway, where were we? Right. From marketing materials and various candy history sites, you learn that 5 pieces... they had KSP in 1988. Well, it's 1998, which they didn't have KSP then either, so... no longer sold... The only company's only... they still sell well to this day. Small, colourful, shell-coated maple candies that since the late 20s have been pressed into the shape of a maple leaf, although they usually have one flavour that looks more like a berry. Okay? So... Can I get, like, copy and paste? text, yeah. Oh, sweet.
Oh.
Oh, I can highlight this as well.
That's nice.
These have changed, so have the 5 flavors, but the shape and combination with maple remain consistent. There's a history of print advertising website that claims to have a 5 pieces advertisement scanned from a book called The Sweet History of Candy Volume 2 by Charles Lee. Unfortunately, when you click through to the website, it seems like all their image links are broken. Oh, okay. If we highlight it, it dumps it into our. Okay, this is a
Now,
good
does that
research
highlight
game.
let us open this page back up if we click on it?
I believe so. So if I
That'd be cool.
go, yum.
Cool.
Okay. Hey, this is a great game about doing research.
This is a great
turns
word
out.
processor.
Yeah. So let's search our public library, I suppose.
Okay.
Oh. There we are. Printing vintage pieces. Great way to cut out most of the tedium of research. Okay. Part of a book series about all things candy in the modern world. Starts in 25, continues onward to chronicle the rise of mass production and global distribution. Ends with a look into the future of candy as envisioned by experts in 85. With the addition of hindsight, you can clearly see they got pretty much everything wrong. There's some print advertisements. You find a newspaper ad for 5 pieces from the 30s added to evidence. Is there a volume 1? Yep.
Cool.
All Things Candy starts with historical accounts dating back to ancient Egyptians, chronicles candy through 1924, includes some print ads from companies you've heard of, including an extremely early newspaper ad for 5 pieces that Charles Lee included due to a major misprint added to evidence. Worth a shot. Alright. Interesting. Let's see what our cool new evidence looks like.
It's a miracle. Modern candy for a modern society. Roottrees 5 pieces contain 5 different maple-infused flavors. The Roottrees are a proud family business, and our flavors are inspired by our children. G is for grape, E is for elderberry, CE is for cinnamon extract, M is for melon, and introducing M for miracle berry.
Miracle Berry is a burst of beautiful blossoming blended berries. Try it today. Interesting. Okay, so let's get that into our notes here. So, oh, but I still wanted
no.
that up. Oh man.
It was grape, elderberry, butthole,
Nope.
beaver,
Incorrect.
cinnamon extract, melon, and miracle berry.
Okay. Right. I just want to put a line break in video game. Give me a break. Okay, there we go.
Light breaks.
Okay.
Maple melon.
That's a weird flavor combo.
It's a weird flavor combo. I think it's probably miracle the first. Bread and fish flavor.
Ugh. Okay. 6 years after the debut of 5 pieces. Was this the one with the typo in it? Oh, here's this one here.
Aha. 5 magical flavors in every box. G for grape, E for elderberry, EC for egg cream,
Oh.
CE for cinnamon extract, and M for melon. Okay, so EC became miracle. I would assume.
It sure seems that way. That's interesting. So that's actually our earliest historical ad for that. So this is probably roughly canonical, though admittedly with the egg cream. That's weird.
Egg cream.
So.
Oh, a valuable.
Oh, a valuable.
I was looking for the.
Oh yeah.
Typo.
Interesting. Okay, what was Miracle's birth name? Egg cream, oh whoa. Okay, so that's interesting. Yeah, put out spelling with a valuable egg cream. Oh,
I guess it's like
eggnog
meringue
or something.
Eggnog.
Or meringue, yeah, maybe. Okay. What else we got? We have Carl Roottree.
Ugh, what a
What a fella.
gentleman.
Yeah. Okay, Carl Roottrees was voted Watchman of the Year. A photo of him appears on the cover. According to the cover, Business Watch is the magazine for and about corporate leaders and has ongoing coverage of who's who in the corporate world. Carl was chosen not for his work at Roottree Candy, but rather a clothing company, Root with a period. There's a brief history. Before they married, Carl's wife Brenda was a fashion consultant. When Rihanna was born, Brenda retired to become a stay-at-home mother. Looking for a creative outlet, she spent any free time she had at the sewing machine. Rihanna's new clothes were a hit with the other parents, including Carl's cousin Jim Roottree, a notable singer. Let's see. Like, definitely murdered them. Endgame too easy. By 82, Brenda's patterns are being copied by other brands, seeing demand. Carl and his second cousin Ernie Jr., who had just become president of Roottree at the time, spearheaded Root. Okay. Other blood relatives who had a say in the company's finances refused to fund anything other than candy, so Carl personally spent his entire inheritance to bankroll a clothing company. When the profits began to appear, however, the rest of the family changed their tune. They repaid his investment, and now Root exists under the umbrella of the candy company, and they all benefit. Per tradition, or perhaps superstition, new clothes always debuted the way the first ones did. Rihanna became their catalog's cover model. As she grew, the product line expanded to older kids as well. Her younger sisters were then recruited to show off the baby clothes. Carl was voted Watchman of the Year primarily for his personal gamble and the ensuing payoff. Okay. Well, that means we can put a face to this particular name. Oh, well, there we go. He is very Bateman-like. These 3 entries are correct and have been locked. Okay, sweet. Also locked the following optional entry, White Brenda. White Brenda! Yep.
I see.
So his cousin, so
got a few options for that.
this would be cousin, right? This branch is.
Yeah, I think any of these 3 next to him would be cousins.
Don't forget, family trees use surname from birth even if the person changed the last name after marriage. Always use a person's most recent occupation. White Brenda has joined your party. God.
Man, I've been trying to get a blue Brenda that can learn monster magic, but it's...
You need more pulls on the Brenda gotcha. So, okay, siblings are in birth order, oldest to youngest. So, are we to assume that... Well, actually, we had notes on what the Roottrees versus RR. First child is a daughter. So we don't know their names, but we know we got Elias Roottree Jr. and Clancy Edward Roottree. We don't know necessarily their birth order. I guess we can search up Clancy Edward Roottree.
Oh, well, Gwyn Roottree is probably Grape.
That is a pretty solid guess. Let's see.
Oh, and who is really Ronka? We've got a we've got a red Roottree.
Actually, that's true. Yeah. So we had, what was it, Roottrees versus RR. Okay.
We find very few details about this particular incident with regards to the Clancy Trust. A student that attended the lecture about it wrote the following on a Legal Oddities website. From what you can tell, RR attempted unsuccessfully to remove a fellow family member from the trust. It was said that RR attempted 2 arguments. First, the person in question was born out of wedlock, and second, they committed a significant crime against a fellow family member. Still, due to the ironclad wording of the Clancy Trust, it was impossible to remove any direct descendant of Elias Roottree without completely dissolving the trust.
No additional information online. Okay, so Red Roottree. Aloysius Herring Roottree, aka Red, was an appointed...
Aloysius.
Sorry.
Okay.
Aloysius.
Aloysius.
Was an appointed judge and politician who earned his nickname ironically because he was the ambassador to Ireland for only about 6 days. Eh?
Okay, you know, like famously Red Ireland.
He served what some people contend is the shortest term in history. A few days after he was appointed, he was heard disparaging his position in the Irish people. He then tried to run for state senate. He claimed to be related to the Roottree Candy Company in a newspaper ad, but it came out that the last name was merely a coincidence and he was defeated in a landslide. Oh, interesting.
Oh. So he's not...
Well, that's interesting because RR attempted 2 arguments. The person in question was born out of wedlock, committed it.
Attempted to remove a fellow family member from the trusts.
So Red Roottree and RR might be 2 different people.
Yeah, they might be... So really Ronka might still be out there.
Yeah. Okay. So, where to next? Well, we were going to search up... Red Roottree is a red herring.
Oh.
Interesting.
Pretty cool.
Okay. Gwyn Roottree then. This is really fucking fun.
Firelord Gwyn Roottree. You find some information on a website about old films that are not yet available on VHS. The site is not very well organized and the search is broken, but you can get to individual pages from your search engine. Gwyn Roottree is a somewhat well-known actress who was active in the 1950s. She often appeared in tabloids, especially around the time of her highly publicized divorce. Her biggest role was the minor hit movie Guys Like Us. She left Hollywood after the flop of Christmas Mission. There's a widely circulated picture of Gwyn from behind the scenes on one of her movies, which you've added to evidence. Did you know trivia? Gwyn was the granddaughter of Elias Roottree, founder of Roottree Candy. She shouldn't have been named Roottree, but her father took her mother's famous name, which was quite rare in those days.
Okay, so this is granddaughter of Elias. Okay. Grab that. Okay, let's have a little look-see at that. Photo is a widely circulated photo of Gwyn Roottree. You've seen it on multiple websites about old films. Gwyn Roottree is on the notable Roottrees list in your evidence. She'll be marked on the chart with a star. Okay. Alrighty.
Cool.
So Gwent Rootree is among this lot here. Let's see if we can't place Egg Cream Rootree. Like, yeah, anything for just Egg Cream? No, okay. EC. Worth a shot.
I feel like it's probably going to be an Edwin or Edward, because we had, I think, in that thing talking about Carl's cousins, one of them was named like Edward Jr. or something like that. So
that's right. Let's check our 5 pieces note. So we have a Clancy Edward somewhere in the mix. We might be able to figure out. Let's see, Clancy Edward Root 3. Oh, okay.
Okay, the Clancy Trust again.
Yeah, so this is just the same thing. Okay. Elias. Okay, there we go.
Elias Roottrees Jr.'s name is listed on a website about historical buildings in Butler County. He's listed alongside an old residence that has been preserved called a Hunchtop House. You attempt to find more information about the man and the building, but come up empty.
Okay, nothing much to see there then.
We'll put Hunchtop down in our notes, I think. It's
yeah. Okay, there we go. Interesting. Okay. What's up with Miracle Root Tree?
Find a website for the Miracle Network, a production company run by the Miracle Root Tree estate. It's quite bare bones, but has the following blurb. Witness the testimonies of the Miracle's Root Tree. Miracle Root Tree arrived so late in his mother's life that doctors swore he wouldn't survive the first year, so he's the youngest. His mother and father, Elias and Gwyneth, named him Miracle because they thought him impossible. He was younger than his brothers and sisters by over 14 years. With a birth that late, the final child of his generation was nearly torn apart by countless health problems, but still, with the power of God and anime on his side, he persevered. He triumphed over these complications and even regained his sight to spread the healing word of the Almighty. 23 years later, Miracle Root Tree Jr. arrived and became a family's second vessel for the higher power. At 18, he unburdened himself from the Root Tree name and took his father's testimony to a whole new level. Via the power of television, Miracle Jr. spread the gospel across the entirety of New England. He has since left the life of glamour and glitz behind to reach those places that need it most. The power of the Lord coming to a town near you. Blurb is a flyer about the tour, just in your evidence.
Okay, let's have a little look-see at that.
Ugh.
Boy, 3 Generations of Miracles tour. Testimony from world-famous Miracle Jr. Special appearance from Miracle Root Tree. His 68th year on God's earth. Children now welcome. Celebrate with your pastor Miracle Third and his wife Nicole. So that's Miracle Third. That's Miracle Jr. And regular Miracle is somewhere else.
Yeah.
So names listed are Miracle Jr., said to be world famous, gets top billing. Miracle Root Tree, and Miracle Third, who are said to be the youth pastors. So, over on our board here, this would seem to be Miracle Root Tree. We don't have a photo for them, but and then
Oh, he had 2 children.
yeah. Well, this
third
one's
one's probably
this is
Jr.
Miracle Jr. because they're starred, and this could be Miracle Third, but also Miracle Third could be from the Branch
we know
family.
Miracle Third has a spouse named Nicole.
Oh, well, there we go then. Yeah. Miracle Senior makes a special appearance in my favorite Baptist-approved seances. Okay.
My beautiful son Miracle Jr. and my daughter Regular Occurrence Root Tree.
Okay. We don't know spouse's name necessarily.
You know it's Nicole.
Yeah, but
But we
there's
don't
two
have a-
Nicoles.
Ah, we look for Nicole Rootree.
Yeah, we do have some names in here as well, so let's see. Our names list. Here it is. So,
Oh yeah, there's a Nicole Madsen and a Nicole something.
yeah, Madsen Nicole. There we go. So let's search.
It is a thing, by the way, with the age of the parents negatively affecting the child.
Yeah.
An interesting fact of life is that as you age, when your gametes split, sometimes the chromosomes get kind of sticky and don't separate properly. So older parents have a higher likelihood of like chromosomal abnormalities in children.
Yeah.
Another
I'm
fun
well
fact.
aware. My mom had me when she was 40, so
Yeah.
you know.
Mine had me in her mid-30s. Which I think 35 is the generally accepted start of what they call geriatric pregnancy, which is very funny, but
And a Nicole Smith. So, yeah. Their most recent careers. So, Power of God, spread the healing word. So, presumably all of these folks are preachers. Some straight.
yeah.
So Rootree Miracle Rootree Jr. Do we have any? I think that we saw that there was some kind of controversy with Rootree Miracle Jr. Yeah. Oh no, wait. This is the same thing. Well, let's go to the Miracle Network.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. No dice. I did see. Yeah, there we go. Full name and promotional.
Did we look for Clergy Watch?
Oh. We didn't. Let's do that.
Before we do, there's something here useful.
Oh, his wife
His wife
Edith.
Edith.
Yeah. Okay. Edith Jacobson. There we go. Okay. Sweet. Is there anything? Edith's a bit of checkered past. Okay. Clergy Watch. Okay.
Same thing.
So that would be. We might get something for looking up Edith Jacobson. So let's do that.
Ooh, you find a link that seems to be a partial and corrupted list of archived articles from the Butler County Times. The article is cut off, but it mentions an Edith Jacobson and an arrest. So you might be able to find the article somewhere else. Maybe we can check periodicals for the Butler County Times.
That's true. Oh, we don't have that on our database.
Oh,
But we might get it if we look.
yeah.
There we go. Periodical added.
Butler
Perfect.
County is located outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. While the Rootree Candy Company now has its headquarters in the city, the company began on a small farm within Butler County limits, and the area has a lot of history with the family. The Butler County Times is presumably a local paper there. There are likely articles from over the years involving the Rootree family and those adjacent to them. It's been automatically added to the court record. or whatever. As a side note, a video game called The Roottrees Are Dead was once set in Butler County, and it turns out the creator never lived in or near Butler County or even had any connection to Butler County, so stop asking.
Yeah. Okay. Edith
The
Jacobson.
sheer erotic desire this game inspires when you find a new publication.
God,
Yeah.
yes.
It's making me kind of want to like just find a guy and figure out as much as I can about them in like not a creepy way.
How is that not a creepy way? How
Okay.
could that possibly?
Maybe not a guy then. Maybe just like a thing. I just want to dig into like I need an excuse to look up microfiche,
Okay, fair enough.
which I think is what they call sea monkeys.
Okay, so so when you say look up a guy, you're not necessarily meaning you see someone on the street and decide to shadows of doubt them.
No.
Like complete their entire profile, shoe
No,
size and all.
I just this game romanticizes doing research in a very successful way. Is all I mean.
They were caught by Helen Roottree, who was there at the time while her husband Miracle was away preaching. Helen Roottree was quoted saying, "Jesus forgives and so do we. Lord works in mysterious ways, and I'm confident he has brought these young women to us for a greater purpose." Okay, so Lucinda Jacobson. Edith Jacobson that mentions a Helen Roottree and a Lucinda Jacobson. We should check. Well, you might not see anything about. Well, hell, let's just. Okay, that's the same one. So, but that does give us Helen Roottree up here, or Helen Lennon. Okay, pretty good.
Cool.
Don't know Miracle the Third's whole thing yet. Maybe we can find something if we what. What?
Nothing. This is very stupid. Pretty good drag name if you like rope stuff is Lucinda Restraints.
Yeah, no, we already had that. Scary how easy it's found someone's address with only their legal name once. Yeah.
Yeah, smiling in a frowning sort of way.
Like Miracle Third and his wife Nicole. Oh, that's right. We know it's a Nicole. We just don't know which Nicole.
We've got sort of multi-Nicole action happening.
Yeah. So.
Dare officer from elementary school went on to become a defense attorney. Well, at least he's not a cop anymore?
Yeah, that's character growth.
Question mark?
Let's go for our notable Roottrees list. Let's do Jim Roottree.
Yeah. For the juice berry.
Oh, Jim for juice. Wait, what?
That's not a thing.
You confounded me!
Oh, James Roottrees is a singer who sings in the duo Jim and Diamond with his wife Diamond de la Rue. The duo, according to many sources you find, is considered a one-hit wonder due to the disco song Rollin' On Down to the City. It is now in your evidence folder and your media playlist. Although Jim writes the majority of the songs, plays the guitar, and often sings, Diamond is considered by fans to be the band's lead singer. The band never had another hit, but has its fans who refer to themselves as Diamond's Dazzlers. The rest of their music is more folksy and acoustic than the one song they were known for. Jim and Diamond have continued to release music through the 80s and early 90s. Other albums you find mentioned are Cherry Tree and Sound of Laughter. Jim has become a bit of a recluse, and he hasn't made a public appearance since 1996.
Cherry Tree is a pretty general search term. Perhaps unsurprisingly, you find a lot of results for foliage. Okay.
An album named by Jim and Diamond, released in 1989. You can't even find a picture of the cover. It doesn't appear to have been very successful, and reviews seem middling, even from fans. Some basic liner notes exist on a Jim Roottree fan fan page, and it states that the lyrics and guitar are credited to Jim Rootree and the vocals are credited to Diamond LaRue.
Feels like Outer Wilds instead of Planets It's Murder. Yeah, I like it. Scratching a lot of the same little bits as Outer Wilds does. So... could be Jim Rootree?
Yeah, we have a bit on him, but I don't know where we would put him until we know his parents.
Yeah, hard to say. Let's see what... Okay.
Wow.
As seen in... only the great-grandson of Elias Rootree can make disco this sweet. Peter Yanowitz MMM.
Okay, well that puts him in the same generation as Carl Rootree, so we got that
so
much
that-
at least.
And they are a notable Rootree, ergo the star would...
True.
So that...
I think we can say that this one's probably Jim.
yeah. Okay.
James.
Oh, yep. Oh,
Disco Man?
singer-songwriter?
Singer-songwriter?
Musician, probably.
Musician.
Is there, like, specifically a songwriter? No, they'll just say musician. Oh, there we go.
Uh-huh.
Has the patchiest facial hair. He's trying his best. Okay, nice. Couple of optional entries.
And here's this guy again.
Oh.
Hello, benefactor.
You're on a roll. I'll try to keep that momentum going. Carl's office was a mess, thanks to some burst pipes.
Gonna give us some dirty deets?
But I
On
unearthed
jerk
a
cheek.
photo from a 1970s Rootree reunion. I also found some important-looking papers.
Ooh.
You've traced 9 blood relatives so far. I'll have more to share after you find 9 more.
How do you know that?
Yes, we've been expecting you.
Val,
Val,
hello.
hi everybody.
My
Your
fucking
shaft
shaft
got
got
rocked.
rocked. Oh,
That's
no.
so sad.
I'm so sorry for your shaft. Oh my, I think our stream laggy as fuck.
Oh no.
Oh my god,
Stream
OBS
can't
is,
keep up with it.
OBS is struggling.
OBS hates this game. It hates our sleuthin pit.
Okay, I've pressed the exclamation point button.
Come to me through fire and war. I welcome you.
Oh god, is it lagging for y'all as well?
I hope not.
Bird, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it.
Come
Game
to
seems
me
fine,
through
though.
fire
Okay,
and
yay.
war.
Good.
I welcome you.
Unstoppable shaft attack!
Go.
Okay, yay. Well, as long as it's just our overlay. Oh, it's stuttering. Ah, farts.
Oh no. This game is intensive somehow.
Yeah. Let's have a look at this Riot Girl poster real quick.
Okay.
Maybe that'll speed up things a little
Yeah.
bit. Game is fine, but alerts are slow. Okay, that's fine. That's
Gotcha.
whatever.
Come to me
We'll
through
just have to deal
fire
with
and
that.
war. I welcome
Zanny Bear and Flow Games for real.
Oh,
Thank you for
thank
the follow.
you.
Appreciate all the follows, y'all.
Yeah, welcome to the sleuthin pit.
Yeah. We are right here playing the Roottrees Are Dead. We're investigating some stuff because we're the puzzle perverts lately.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry my rocker shaft broke y'all's stream too. Hey, okay. Well, Val, I hope you had a good stream.
Oh.
Bubbles Montjoy.
Bubbles Montjoy, I love him. Him and Pip Gittens.
Pip Gittens. Where's Pip Gittens?
Up at the top.
Oh, Pip
Hey,
Gittens.
Pip Gittens.
The notorious Montjoys. How many pits have you sleuthed? Oh, you know, a few.
I think 9 so far.
Yeah.
Or is it 18?
Like 9, I think.
Okay.
Okay.
I hope we're doing well. We're doing well. We're having fun with this.
Huh.
Oh, I love the...
Oh. Oh my god, we've got a whole room to look around all of a sudden.
yeah.
Alphabet Davis Secret Searcher. Alphabet Davis reverses Family Dooku. Alphabet Davis's Ends and Beginnings, a young alphabet adventure.
Oh, yeah.
Alphabet Davis and the Erased Names of the Genesis.
Okay.
Okay, awesome. Thanks, Alphabet Davis. We got an Etch-a-Sketch that we're not allowed to... Oh, there's our... What?
The root trees
Are...
are still alive. Oh,
Fuck.
shit.
That's fucked up.
That's fucked up. Oh, so squeaky.
Oh. How do we get...
Alphabet Davis reference to Encyclopedia Brown. Oh, maybe.
Oh, it almost certainly is.
It's
isn't
definitely
it?
reference to something. I think you're right.
How do we get away from the computer? Oh, okay. I'll just do that. But I wanna.
Our
though.
bear.
Oh, this is our evidence table. Okay.
Can we order a digital pizza?
Let's find out. I did try typing pizza into the computer.
Oh yeah, that's right.
earlier.
Pizza doesn't exist in this world.
Oh, we gotta connect to the internet again real quick. Hang on.
Ah, shit.
Okay, there we go. I think my brain's working again. Sorry, my brain stutters a bit when streams slow. Welcome in, Raiders. We are Girl Stream Team. I'm Jax.
And I'm not.
And that's my beautiful wife, Sleep. We are the Puzzle Perverts this week and last week.
And the week before that, I think.
Yeah, and the week before that.
Probably.
We've been doing blueprints, and we finally tore ourselves away from blueprints to do the Roottrees Are Dead, another big puzzle investigation game. It's a game about research. You search around the web, you type boobs into the computer, and it doesn't give you anything because you've got Net Nanny installed.
Yeah, you got Net Nanny.
Book of Part Jokes Johnson.
What about Alphabet Davis? The Alphabet Davis series of books is set in the 1950s and follows a young, dashing adventurer named Martin Davis III. Alphabet is a nickname that was given to him when he was young due to his interest in puzzles, riddles, and all sorts of other intellectual activities. Though he grew up a simple fisherman, he's in fact descended from pirates, and his books involve solving mysteries and finding treasure, often with a genealogical twist. All four are by Christoph Rogan. Secret Searcher was the first book in the series. It was quite popular, and the sequel, Reversus, was pushed out within a year to capitalize. Many fans think that it suffered in quality due to the accelerated timeline, but I still appreciate it nonetheless. While the plot was extremely far-fetched and far more convoluted than in Alphabet's first outing, the writing style was the same and the characters were as fun as ever. After that, 2 more books were released. Their release dates were much further apart as Christoph Rogan also began to design and release a series of puzzle books related to genealogy.
Ooh.
Ends and Beginnings, a young alphabet adventure, was both a prequel and sequel simultaneously, and left out some of the first 2 books as beloved characters, which was a controversial choice. Still, it sold well, and critics generally felt that the story was less of a soap opera than the previous entry. They also appreciated that it reframed elements of the second book in more subtle ways, retroactively making Reversus feel a bit more at home in the Alphabet Davis universe. Christoph Rogan announced that Ends and Beginnings was written as a conclusion and meant for it to be the last Alphabet Davis book. When the 4th was released in 1998, everybody decried him as a liar. There were rumors that it was written specifically to bankroll an electronic version of his true passion, the puzzle books. Due to a tonal shift midway through, fans even speculated that it was actually 2 different partial book drafts that were hastily merged together. Regardless, it was quite over the top, and the plot seemed somehow both bloated and undercooked. Just like me. It is unclear if there will ever be another Alphabet Davis book, as the most recent one was not a success. These books are not related to your investigation in any way. You could revisit them for old time's sake, but each volume is more complex than the last and might be counterproductive considering you have a job to do. Happy Out of Touch Columbo Thursdays! Yay! Happy Out of Touch Columbo Thursdays, everyone who celebrates.
The Alphabet Johnson?
Alphabet Davis.
Oh.
Alphabets Johnson is a name that we would come up with
Yeah.
if we didn't know the guy's actual name.
Alphabet Davis, Secret Searcher. Here. Oh, wrong button.
As a reminder, you're kind of doing your own thing right now. In Secret Searcher, Alphabet, in his late 20s, is introduced as the next owner of Martins of Maine, a small seafood company that has been the family business for multiple generations. Before that, Alphabet's lineage could be traced back to the notable pirate captain Deadheart. Alphabet daydreams about those days often, even though he's stuck on a simple fishing boat collecting lobster traps instead of treasure chests. While Alphabet captains Martins of Maine's largest ship, his father, a widower, runs things in the office. To his father's chagrin, Alphabet has always had all the negative qualities of his late mother, who died during childbirth. In addition to daydreaming, he's also a thrill-seeker, which can make him impatient and foolhardy. Often he sails into storms and rough seas, never really caring much for the seafood aspect of their business, but enjoying being on the ocean. He's also an expert with a fishing rod and can use a small rod and a hook with pinpoint accuracy. Due to a few poor fishing seasons and competition from larger operations, Martins is struggling to remain open. As they prepare to downsize their operation, Alphabet explores an old forgotten cavity in their warehouse wall that was concealed behind some boxes. There he finds a bottle that contains a folded parchment with an odd drawing on it. According to Alphabet's father, his grandfather discovered it sealed inside a milk bottle that was caught in one of their lobster traps. Nobody could make heads or tails of it, and so they put it aside and forgot about it. Alphabet, however, becomes obsessed with the odd drawing. It seemed to have words in a strange, stretched language, and though Alphabet travels to multiple linguistics experts, none recognize the glyphs. One of these is Christine O'Connor, an Irish professor and love interest, who tells Alphabet the letters look familiar to her, but she can't put her finger on why. They flirt as they do research, and he wins a date with her when he bets that he can pull a book down from the top shelf of her library using only his fishing rod. When she orders a chocolate milk, he has an epiphany. The milk bottle that the drawing came in was required to read the writing. The refraction allows the words to be read and creates a riddle that reveals a pair of coordinates. The coordinates lead to a graveyard, and among the epitaphs, Alphabet finds 3 additional hidden riddles that all seem to be related to locations along the east coast of the coastal towns of the place where they all are. Alphabet, his father, and Christine all travel in his fishing boat to the locations and discover arrows hidden among the architecture. The 3 arrows allow them to triangulate to an uncharted island. During this portion, a rival company sends a small group of their own fishermen to follow and sabotage Alphabet's search, including a former Marine named Billy Gruff. In the end, however, Billy succumbs to Alphabet's excitement and the thrill of the treasure hunt. He chooses to betray his orders, sabotages his own boat, and becomes an ally instead. Once on the island, the 4 of them find a hidden bounty of stolen antiquities dating back to Captain Deadheart. It's plenty to save the company, and Alphabet offers Billy the position of lead captain at Martins of Maine, which he eagerly accepts.
Wow. Starting to have Nicolas Cage, I'm going to steal the Declaration of Independence energy. A little bit.
I'm going to steal my water out of the fridge.
Okay, I'm going to take a look at some of this stuff real quick. Oh, hey, we've got our story update. After some time, they returned with new resources. A photo of Carl's generation taken in the mid to late 1970s, as well as some papers and mail from his office. They then said they had a bit more to share after 9 more blood relatives. Why is blood relatives capitalized? That's weird.
Scary. Oh man, that's a lot of people.
Okay. Photo has a note attached from your employer. Every 20 or so years, the Roottrees would hold a big reunion and recreate an old family photo. This is the one from the 70s, and Carl's the teenager in the middle. Sorry about the water damage, a pipe burst in Carl's office. On the back of the photo, in childish print writing, it says November. There are also a large number of cursive signatures. They include Bonnie, next President Guy Hudson, Ernie Jr., Carolyn, Gwyneth M., Gwendolyn, Miracle Jr., Jim Roottree, Clark, Carl, and Eli M. Okay, all of those are probably good to examine.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is our teenaged Carl, I suppose.
Yep.
Oh, there's
It's Eli.
and Eli. Yep. That's one of the miracles.
Mm-hmm. Somebody on the right side is Brigante. It looks a little bit.
Yeah. That's Ringo.
There's Ringo. Ringo Roottrees.
Oh, there we go. I was wondering why she wasn't popping up a picture. Okay. So, let's go and quickly just put this one, like, pretty sure.
Yeah. It's definitely taken in the 70s or 60s.
Yeah. Then we have Carl Roottrees. His teenage Sona.
Yeah.
Mongo Roottrees. Meat brain hyper focused on Hudson Ernie due to the Ghostbusters man. Federal crimes? Now, officially Girl Stream Team is against federal crimes, but wink. Okay, so what have we got here? We've got two more of the Roottrees siblings. Tucked in an envelope with a letter beneath a candle in the corner of office that says, "To Carl and Brenda, I'm sorry you were unable to attend the funeral. It's tradition to have it as soon as possible, and Ernie, more than anyone else on Earth, knew how busy your job can be. I've enclosed a Shiva candle identical to ours if you'd like to pay your respects, so it's not expected for those outside the faith to do so. Ernie was a man full of love, not only for his family, but for his family's legacy. He had an immense amount of pride for the work you three did together, as well as how Carl has carried on for himself after taking over. As for myself, it's impossible to express my gratitude enough for rescuing us from the panic and burden of endless bills. We caught it too late to get on the donor list. The company took care of us beyond our wildest expectations. It went unsaid at the time, but Ernie and I knew that it had to be Carl that convinced the trust, and it was no coincidence that it happened shortly after your visit, Brenda. Up until the end, Ernie and I had to stay strong, especially for Nicole's sake. We could never have done that without the two of you fighting for us. Much love, Debbie."
To Carl and Limba, I'm so happy that your children have learned how to start fires with their mind, as evidenced in this photograph. So it
That's
sounds
a match.
yeah, that they started with their minds.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
Which they use to, send electrical impulses into their muscles to cause them to drag the match along a source of friction.
Okay, better for Butter Country.
Better for butter.
This was buried under a ton of other mail that Carl left in his inbox. Had a handwritten note attached that seemed personal. It's a flyer about a candidate for local office, Stephanie Jones. On the back is an excerpt from a newspaper article from the Butler County Times about her campaign. Stephanie may have grown up in an unconventional family, to say the least, but in her words, it was still full of love. Now, 22 years later, with a baby of her own due around Christmas, her message for voters is simply, "Love is our future." Handwritten note says, "Carl, I know we don't see eye to eye when it comes to the candy company. You talk to your girls about putting out a statement supporting Stephanie. She could use the publicity your daughters bring. Don't let our conflict spread to the next generation. CM." Interesting.
For a second, I thought you said Ernie was a man full of blood. That's how it was a blood-having
There's
fella
the
right
blood-havingest guy I know.
Okay.
Do you think they went to film school? I think they might have gone to film school.
Do you think he might have tore up the carpet from the Overlook Hotel to make that shirt?
So. Photo has a note attached from your employer. Here's a bonus. When I pulled out the water-damaged picture of the free spirits out of the frame, this fell out too. My balls! Did you try and take a picture of her stomach? No? I mean... Anyway, maybe.
It's called an ultrasound.
Yeah. Written on the back of the photo is, "Couldn't make the reunion. Wishing you well from Paris, Gwyn and the boys."
Okay.
I will entertain unnaturals. Yeah, no. There was another pregnant person around over here, so...
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Remarkably, that did nothing.
So,
Notable root trees. So we have Lauren root tree to check out as well. So let's do that. What?
we just got a couple pictures of blastocysts. Or, that's not the right word, but whatever.
Okay, Lauren Roottrees, distant relative of the Roottrees sisters, is known for her book A Life Between Wars. According to a website about famous authors, in the early 60s, Lauren released a few romance novels under her married name, Lauren Rafferty, to little fanfare. When her publisher learned she had been keeping diaries about her famous family, they insisted she release them under her original name, Lauren Roottrees, to take advantage of her family's notoriety. Selection of diary entries released in 65 as A Life Between Wars spans from the untimely death of her husband in World War II to coping with post-war world as a young widow and mother, as well as her perspectives on changing times and socialites all the way through the entry into Vietnam. While the content is not considered particularly relevant to modern audiences, it's found life as an exercise in high school English to classes show an evolution in writing style and for a look into life in previous generations. After the success of her diaries, the publisher re-released her romance novels under the name Lauren Roottrees. This included Romance in Court, which gained popularity. He followed the re-release up by writing 2 new sequels, creating what fans refer to as the Court Jester series. You'll find no recent details about Lauren, though she is listed as retired. Interesting. Okay. So, Lauren Roottrees, a distant Roottrees relative. Yeah. She's one of the starred Roottrees, so she would be either this one or this one.
Right.
So, young widow and mother. So, what do we have going on here? Split up.
Okay.
I mean, death is...
That's the splitting up in his thing you can do, I guess.
Yeah.
What's with the box here? What is happening?
I don't know. That's interesting, isn't it? There's a couple of... okay, yeah, guardian adoption or otherwise. It's signifying something. We have a couple of divorces over here. Hey, Jim.
Hello.
Oh, awesome. Oh, we had
Diamond LaRue.
yeah, that's got to be a stage name.
Yeah.
Oh, well, never mind. Full of shit, apparently. Okay. Okay, we locked those in. We don't know what Miracle Root Tree looks like just yet. We don't know what this branch of the particular family is all about. These captures are getting tougher and tougher. Okay. We searched Gwyn Root Tree, right? Pretty sure we did.
I think she was the actress.
That's right, yeah. Do we go down the rabbit hole of Lauren Root Tree a little bit?
Yeah, I think so.
Let's see.
Can we... Ooh.
Oh.
Okay, published
Oh my God.
1965. Oh my goodness, that was an important one.
Holy shit.
It seems you've hit the Juckport here. This is a book occasionally taught in schools. You even find a hardcover edition for students that's still printing that has full-page, high-quality photos in it. The summary of the contents of the book, photos, as well as some particularly relevant entries from the diary have been added to evidence.
Okay, that was a good one. So, yeah, Life Between Wars, so that's the whole thing. I wonder to search the Romance in Court under Lauren Roottrees and under Lauren Rafferty.
Okay.
Hit the jackpot. Congrats. Yo. Did I? Oh, just Romance in Court. Romance novel about the author. Blur mentions she had the inspiration for one of her brothers, Clancy's lectures in the Middle Ages. Okay. What was it? It was Lauren
Rafferty.
Out of print, re-released as Romance in Court. Okay, interesting. What were the other ones there? It was
Lesser Roottrees is an Elden Ring boss. It really is.
Okay, the Court Jester series. Yeah. New sequels. So I think that a few romance novels, married name. Okay. Yeah, so okay, we'll have to search for that on the internet.
Yeah. Romance in Court is a book by Lauren Roottrees. It is the first and most famous of a series of 3 books, often called the Court Jester series. All 3 books in the series are about different romances, but told via the same narrator. You can probably surmise the narrator's profession. The 2 other books were called Return to Court and New
we've
Romance
been expecting
in Court.
you.
Comfy Bunker, welcome
Bunker.
in.
Hi,
Raid
buddy.
typo.
Oh, yay!
Awesome.
Welcome to the Sleuthen Pit.
Welcome to Research, the video game.
Mm-hmm.
Hope y'all are doing well. You're playing Sulfur. I don't know what that is, but that sounds cool as hell. Well, I hope y'all had a good stream. Welcome in, Raiders. We are a girl stream team. I'm Jax.
And I'm not.
And that's my beautiful wife, Sleet. We stream all sorts of stuff. We're doing Puzzle Pervert stuff this week because we want to, and also because we like to stretch our brains. We've been doing blueprints a lot, and now we're on the Roottrees Are Dead because we need more things to feed our brains.
Yup.
And right now we're just using the internet to research an author and look up her oeuvre on the internet. Okay. Pull up to Romance in Court. The About the Author blurb mentioned she had the inspiration from her brother Clancy's lectures in the Middle Ages. Okay.
I think New Romance. It was New Romance in Court.
Oh, right.
Lauren returns to the Middle Ages with the latest chapter in the Court series. See about the author Robert Beebada Clancy.
Okay. So, her brother Clancy. So, she has a direct sibling in Clancy, so it's probably
So it's not that one.
Yeah, it would have to be...
This one.
Yeah. And one of these root trees is Clancy Roottree.
Yeah.
So... Lauren Roottrees.
How many Raffertys do we have, out of curiosity?
Oh, I guess let's find out.
We got lots of notes to look over here.
Yeah. So, Rafferty's. Oh god, I should just check the...
Okay.
a lot of Rafferty's, apparently.
Oh, Rafferty LaRue.
Oh, Rafferty.
That's interesting.
That's... Yeah.
The LaRues were marrying into the family a little bit.
Okay. So, let's check our evidence because we got
a
a
bunch.
bucket of it. So I thought we got like 7 things.
I think some of these might have some nested stuff.
Oh, possibly. Okay, let's... Oh, hey, this is a picture of the 5 pieces. Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so there's Miracle Root Tree,
Yeah.
I guess. Because it said something about him being
His
blind.
eye was, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that's...
Oh.
Is that someone relevant, I wonder? So these are our 5 pieces. Okay. What does it say about this? Lauren's diary contains some labeled pictures. This is the 5 pieces. This picture was famous in our house. Pop even had him had it framed. That's him on the left. Okay. So was this fella.
Sweet.
Yes, we've been
Oh my
expecting
god.
Oh, goodness.
All
It's
the
me,
rage.
Mordred. Hi.
Hey,
a
Mordred.
badger raid.
Good to see you.
Wow.
I hope you're doing good. Welcome in, Raiders. Get cozy, get comfy. We're solving some mysteries. We're figuring
doing
out
puzzles.
We're figuring out the entire lineage of the Root Tree family. And if that doesn't sound exciting to you, I'm sorry. I have undersold this game to you. I promise it's like one of those YouTube thumbnails that's just really, really not confident about the video topic. I promise this is interesting. Mysteries and puzzles, you spoilers. Oh,
Right.
shucks. Yeah, so the Roottrees Are Dead. It is a game about doing research. You have your 1998 computer, and you go on the internet, which tragically...
Still nothing. Oh, no, you might have to look for So Furry.
That was called something else.
It was. I'm trying so hard to... Yif Star. Oh my god.
Was FA around in the 90s?
I don't think so, no.
No, it wasn't. FA popped up in like 2003, 2004?
2005, according to Professor Gator.
Search for Furcadia.
Furcadia. Shit. What?
There's nothing good on this
What about game
internet.
FAQs?
Gotta be some forums available,
Come
right?
to me through fire and war.
Snow
I
Fractals,
welcome.
thank you for the follow, appreciate it.
Thank you.
I'm so sad.
Man, whatever.
It's just so hard up for entertainment. I'm searching for television. Wait, hang on. No, it's too old for YouTube.
Oh,
Damn it.
Joe Cartoon.
Oh yeah.
We're dating ourselves, which is fun because we dated each other for a while.
Uh-huh. Try mommymilkers.club. Okay.
Ooh, man.
Man.
All right.
Rotten? I don't want to go to rotten.com.
No. God. We're all old. If anybody doesn't know about Rotten.com, good.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay. Thank God it didn't put any of that stuff into the browser history.
Not only did it do that, but all of this is getting sent to the person who made this game. They're watching a list of all these ping up on their computer.
Good. Honestly good. Look like boobs, 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 please. Please, boobs. memories of the 2021 Dead Bart reading where you brought up Lemon Party and Tub Girls asides.
God,
Oh,
we
Christ.
didn't do that, did we?
Apparently we did.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, where were we? Pop even had it framed. It was taken in 1935 to celebrate the move to the new warehouse that Eli Jr. designed. Angie and I both wanted to be in the photo since Miracle was in it and the three of us were all about the same age. We were told only the 5 pieces, which didn't really go over well, to say the least. Eventually, I suppose to stop the tantrums, they posed us in front of the camera with Mr. Morden, who was there with Aunt Gwendolyn. I found out years later that they never even took a second photo. Only the 5 pieces. Interesting. Like, it certainly does seem like there was perhaps someone else in this group of kids.
Yeah, some kind of
6
scary
piece.
fisherman back there.
Yeah. Okay, so we actually have a picture of Miracle, finally. So let's go. Awesome. God, the KSP music
Here
again.
it is. Welcome to the VAB.
Dev, if you're watching this, thank you for making this game. Yeah, it's a good video game. I like the video game a lot. Okay, so let's double check that entry. It was, yeah. Miracle's in it. Angie and I both wanted to be in the photo. Miracle's in it. 3 of us were all about the same age. So
Okay,
I guess
so-
Miracle is older than he looks. Just,
Yeah, which
Yeah.
tracks.
mhm.
It also means the dude in the middle is Eli Jr., I think.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, by process of elimination. So, okay. Yeah.
I don't think we know where he is in the order of
No.
birth, but yeah, Miracle is 14 years younger than the next youngest. That is true.
Mhm. Oh, yep. Okay. Last Roottrees Jr. is listed on a website. Butler, old residence has been preserved called Hunchetop House, so that might be something else that he designed.
Yeah.
Who's Mr. Morden? Aunt Gwendolyn. I guess we don't necessarily have.
We can probably at least place another photo for Gwen off of that if we want to.
For Gwyn.
Do we have Gwen on here? I guess we're not certain that she's the firstborn, are we?
No, not
there's,
really.
There's two daughters.
Okay, let's yeah. Okay, so hang on. Angie and I both wanted to be in the photo. I'm a little confused by this. Hang on. Lauren's diary contains some labeled pictures. This is the 5 pieces. Pop had it framed, that's him on the left. Angie and I both wanted to be in the photo.
We wanted to be in the photo, but only the 5 pieces were allowed, so they're
Yeah,
upset
but
because
it's
they weren't.
just confusing. Who's writing the caption? Because,
Oh.
like,
I would have thought it was
this-
Lauren.
well, that doesn't make sense because Lauren is down here on the family tree. And,
Yeah. Daddy Eli Jr.
no, Dad, not Eli Jr. Dad, this guy.
Or yeah, but same generation at least.
Yeah. So these are all the same generation, but like Lauren's talking about we wanted to be in the photo, but
So
three of us were all about the same age. Oh, okay. So
So-
no, that actually okay. No. I understand now.
Yeah.
It tracks. So they were the same age as Miracle when they were around. So
Right. And do we know that the picture there, that's is that definitely their dad? Because it's not, right?
this.
Is that yeah, that is Pop on the okay, yeah,
That's Pop.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so okay, I finally parsed what this means. It's just
It's her and her sister.
her and her
wanted
sister
to be in the
Angie
photo,
were
but couldn't.
yeah.
Yeah.
So do we have an Angie? They were about the same age
Yeah,
as
it'll be one of these
Miracle.
three.
So presumably, if they were about the same age, then Angie would probably be here.
Yeah, Angie's gonna be one of the sisters, I would imagine. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be one of those three names.
If
The-
they're about
the-
the same age.
Remember,
could be
Miracle's
here.
up on the list for generation, but he's way younger than everyone else.
Yeah, no,
so-
exactly. I'm just questioning, like, this one might be Angie. Angelica Morden, possibly. So... Well, let's come back to that. Let's look at some of our other evidence first. Okay, let's double check this and see if there's any. Okay, so right, so this would be the first of the family photos. This would be a later one, where they're replicating the same photo. This would seem to be, yeah, this is the next generation. Oh, look, there's Miracle again.
Oh,
And there's, I guess...
Jr.?
yeah. Okay, let's real quick... but once you verify this person, you'll be able to add bonus photo. Okay. Go.
although that could be the brother instead,
Yeah, that's true.
or sibling.
Yeah. Okay. Got a bunch of root trees there. Laura's diary contains some labeled pictures. This is the next generation. An attempt to recapture the spirit of the 5 pieces photo with our generation. For old time's sake, we gathered on the warehouse floor. I wanted Eli to stand all the way on the left, since to me he looked a lot like Pop did in the old one. Okay. But I was outvoted by my brothers. Okay, so Eli is not on the left here. Unknown which one would be Eli. They insisted the 4 of us stand together, so we clumped up in the middle and let everyone filter in behind and in front of us. The only one too good to make an appearance was Gwyn. Okay. Grandma insisted we include Sam even if we didn't want to. None of us understood why, including Sam. I also didn't think it fair that Miracle made it in since he's technically a 5-piece. I guess my inner child still holds a grudge even after all these years. Okay, so who would Sam be? Oh. Maybe we'll figure that out.
So at least I think we've got her picture now, right? I think we can deduce she's the one in the blue dress.
Oh, do we know that?
She's clumped up in the middle with her brothers. So if the middle is
Yeah.
those 4 folks, then that would be her.
Okay, yeah, that's good enough reasoning for me, I think.
So Angie isn't a sister then.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's true. Well, wait, what? How do we figure that?
Well, mostly it sounds like she's only got brothers. At least she only mentions brothers here.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh boy. Right.
Okay.
So that is also presumably Lauren Roottree on the cover, but let's figure it out. It's the evolution in perspective from adolescence to adulthood.
Below are notes and observations he made while skimming through Lauren Roottree's diary pages in A Life Between Wars. Lauren Roottree is on the notable Roottrees list, and your evidence shall be marked with chart. The book was published in 65, consists of diary entries that stretch from 1940 to 1965. The most important event that much of the diary and Lauren's thoughts revolve around was the loss of her husband, Jacob. Jacob died in the final months of World War II while Lauren was pregnant.
Okay.
Jacob Rafferty. This left her to raise her son Clark alone. Lauren never remarried, only had one child. We had Clark written somewhere for something.
Yeah. Well, Clark Rafferty. Okay.
Glean the following information. She's the granddaughter of Elias and Gwyneth on her father's side.
Okay, we have several different Eliases. There's a junior, a C, and an M. There's... Oh, you know what?
It would be East.
Sorry, I just need to go back to our notes about 5 pieces here.
Yeah.
Cinnamon extract, egg cream. So... But cinnamon extract's still around?
It's Clancy Edward, Elias Jr., and then Elias C, I guess?
Yeah.
Maybe
Okay.
those are the same name.
Possibly. Yeah. Okay. Elias and Gwyneth on her father's side. Granddaughter of Elias and Gwyneth. Okay, so that's our... Yeah.
Yeah.
Elias
Oh,
and
yeah,
Gwyneth,
yeah.
Granddaughter, father's side. Right. Mother's family's called the Cossels, but she hardly ever mentions them. Okay. Some Cossels. Cossel.
Okay. Her father, who she always refers to as Pop, was the head lawyer for the Roottree Candy Company and helped write a legal document called the Clanstead Trust.
Okay, perfect. That nails that down. So that's
I think it's under 5 pieces. There we go.
Clancy Edward Roottree, head lawyer. Yep, Clancy Edward Roottree. Okay, perfect. Roottree, Clancy Edward.
Yeah, and he's an architect.
No, he's a lawyer.
Sorry, yeah, he's a lawyer.
Elias is
Elias
junior
is
as
the
an architect. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a lawyer.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
Look at us. We're doing real well here.
Yeah, we're making progress.
Feels like we're gonna fill out this whole damn thing. Like, not tonight, but like... Hey, booyah. So we had another picture of her, which would be...
Yeah, that last one.
Yeah, this one here. And we also had a second picture of Miracle Roottree. This one here. Oh, take care. Just some trans girls.
Yeah,
Oh,
good
good
one.
seeing you. That you've confirmed 3 feels like Oberdin. There's an Easter egg that very specifically credits Oberdin as a major inspiration, and it absolutely shows. And you know, that's a good thing, I think.
Ooh, there's more down here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So, they're from the context that the root trees have internal shorthand names for the different generations of their family. Lauren uses them often. Excuse me. 5 pieces. First generation children by Gwyneth and Elias. Lauren's father was in this generation. The next generation is Lauren's generation, and the free spirits, the generation after Lauren's, including her son. Okay. So, complaints.
An entry titled Complaints from Ron Rootree's Diary, written in 1953. This entry seems to focus specifically on one of Lauren's family members, Gwyn, who was on the notable Rootrees list. Everyone has something to complain about. Gwyn, as an only child, complained of loneliness. I told her... Okay, so Gwyn is the firstborn.
Gwyn is the firstborn of whom, though?
Of the 5 pieces.
Well,
We know she's a 5-piece.
is Gwyn a 5-piece?
Yes.
But that
pull,
doesn't
pull up her notes.
that doesn't track though. Like Gwyn as an only child
Well, she was
with
the
her
firstborn.
4 other siblings.
She was a firstborn, so she was as the only child before her siblings were born. Well, look at our notes.
Yeah. Okay. So
We have one on Gwyn.
Gwyn. There we go. Gwyn was the granddaughter.
Okay,
of the
she
last
was a
Roottrie.
granddaughter.
So
Okay.
yeah. So she shouldn't have been named Roottrie, but her father took her mother's famous name, which is quite rare in
I
those days.
see.
So yeah. So Gwyn Roottrie. That's possibly Gwyn there as an only child. Oh wait, no, it's this one here. This is Gwyn because she's
Yeah.
a notable Roottrie.
Okay.
Let me just double check that. Yeah, so this is Gwyn Roottrie. Just assume that that's the correct Gwyn.
Yeah.
Okay. Back to here. Okay.
Told that being expected to watch after 3 younger brothers didn't feel like a blessing, but it fell on deaf ears. During the summer where I went to stay with her and Aunt Margot, I hoped she'd be the sister I never had, and that I'd do the same for her. I even tried to dye my hair blonde to fit in with the 2 of them. What a mess. She just complained. To her, I was the lucky cousin.
Okay, so we know that Gwyn didn't show up for those photos, so
Right.
we don't know that we have a photo of her. We also don't know. Well, hang on, it was.
So this is one of the daughters.
Yeah. So Margot.
Oh, we have unknown male, unknown female as options. That's handy.
That's handy. I'm going to assume Margolite.
Yeah.
Let's just.
For Melon.
Yeah. Okay. Nothing for Margolite Roottrie.
What a name.
I never heard of Margolite as a name. That's cool though.
And we know that Margolite and Gwyn are blonde.
True. So that might
That
give
might
us.
be helpful in sorting photos out. Because
Yeah,
I think
so see the 5-piece photo. Oh,
yeah,
well, there
so
we
got
go.
a blonde and a brunette.
Yep. Okay. Do we?
So we know what that first one is gonna be then.
That's true because the firstborn Roottrie
Was a
child is a
daughter.
daughter. So, well, we can add her photo at the
Yeah,
very
the
least.
photo we've got.
And then by process of elimination,
It puts so
that is
he's
the-
Eli Jr.
yeah. And he is an
He's
architect.
the architect.
Sweet. Okay.
Queens. Who was the actress?
I think
Was it Gwyn? I think I got confused about her from the actress thing. Yeah.
Gwyn Roottrie. Okay, yeah. The notable
Okay.
Roottries. So, yeah. So we put down her profession as actress or actor, and add her photo. This one. There we go.
That feels good.
We are knocking these dominoes down.
This was a good find.
God, yeah.
Looks like
right?
somebody did all the work for us.
Yeah.
What a mess. She just complained. I was a lucky cousin. Now she's off living the glamorous life while I'm stuck here with Clark. Must admit, seeing her everywhere contributes to my unhappiness. Her visage stares at me, even now from my coffee table. She gets to be in starlit, tell tales of how she gallivants around the world, kissing the likes of Harrison Lane and Wild Bill Williams. She's the first true root tree woman to be anything other than a housewife, and I am jealous. Well, that's an important note there.
Yep. Oh shit, there we go. Nice.
Cool beans.
Oh, you deserved a gold star. Locked in
Oh,
everyone on the
yay.
notable root trees list. Hell yeah.
You're listening to WRTG.
It's time for your headlines. Once an hour, every hour, on the 45. It's a bizarre development to an already tragic tale. In the wake of the accident that took his life, some of Carl Roottree's belongings have apparently gone missing. Most notably, a framed photo of the Roottree family from the mid-1970s that Carl had on his office wall. We interviewed a local psychologist. For that article, search online for WRTD News. Again,
Ooh.
that's WRTD.
We can do that.
Uh-huh.
Local investigative jazz radio station. During their news segments at 45 minutes on the hour, they have been talking about the plane crash. This most recent hour, they also talked about a picture taken from Carl's office after the plane crash and promised an interview online with a psychologist. During the interview, it's revealed there wasn't a break-in. Instead, someone with a key to the office took the picture after discovering the pipes burst due to the recent storm. This means it was likely someone close to the family who was aware of the photo's history and wanted to save it. The psychologist, however, also goes on to posit the culprit had an alternate agenda, specifically because nobody in the family has come forward to say they have it in their possession. A comment below the article says, "Don't believe their lies. This is just another instance of the root tree curse being a real, true thing. I bet you Carl was murdered and the picture had evidence on it." There's a long, rambly conspiracy website with a very small, very red text on a black background that says the root trees are cursed. It has been very recently updated with the following. Important update. With Carl and Blimba and their girls, that makes 5 new deaths. Not only that, but 3 of 5 presidents of the Roottrees Company have died mysteriously. They say Guy's car was hit by a drunk driver in 82, but nobody was arrested. Then Ernie Madsen Jr. stepped down. Was he poisoned? Now, just this week, Carl died in a plane crash. This cannot be a coincidence. There's another entry that claims if you connect the dots in the pattern of 5 pieces wrapper, it creates a Mayan ruby skull, a secret message meant to subliminally scare people away. The post before that has a link to a site that talks about how Earth has 4 corner simultaneous 4-day time cubes. The author of this site seems to agree. An entry from a few months ago claims that the owner of the site received an email from Chris Raff75, that's Christopher Rafferty, at prodigy.us, asking him to take down his site with faked proof that Ernie Madsen Jr. actually had a heart condition and wasn't poisoned. The owner claims that although the proof looks quite credible, he knows that the proof was fake because he's an expert at creating fake evidence. The first entry is from 1996 and has a blurry picture of the Roottree Candy Company factory, seemingly taken by the website's author from behind a fence and through some trees. It seems that Operation RT-29 is real. I witnessed a helicopter land on February 29th, 1996. Website footer says all images and ideas by Thomas Overwood.
Okay, not to go down a rabbit hole or anything, but
with Operation RT-29... Some people out there claim that the root trees are changing the candy recipe to include more and more chemicals, and that this was done in cooperation with bad actors from an unknown government. They claim that due to a loophole in the calendar, it is possible to get away with nearly any crime on a leap day, so long as it isn't discovered until after the day is over, and that every 4 years on a leap year, the Roottree Company hosts a meeting with foreign agents to conspire to poison our children. Their proof is that Roottree candies contain polyglycerol, polyricinoleate, an ingredient of the candy that wasn't there when it was first released. They claim it is added in an attempt to addict people and eventually induce mind control. The website claims to sell pills that counteract this effect for children that have already eaten root tree candy in the past. You do an additional search for polyglycerol polyricinoleate, and it seems to be an emulsifier in chocolates approved by the FDA and widely used across many products.
Takes us back to there. So there was something else here. Thomas Overwood. What's his deal?
Thomas Overwood seems to have a few different sites about mysterious deaths and curses. In addition to the Root Tree Curse website, you also find one about the truth behind Spirit Cola, which claims that Spirit really stands for Satan's Plague is returning in 2000. And in the year 2000, anyone who has drunk Spirit Cola will die. Another website is Stock Markets and the Devil's Numbers, which claims that if you multiply any stock's price by 666, then also multiply the current year by that same stock's price, then add those two numbers together and divide by the entire total by the stock price, and finally subtract the current year, you'll always end up with 666.
Awesome.
Oh my fucking god. Spirit Cola is a carbonated drink only found in the southern U.S. It comes in various flavors, including lemon, lime, and cherry. None of this seems to have anything to do with the root trees.
Why poison the children? That would just make them even more suspicious. Well, because they're evil.
Yeah.
They're sinister Satan, baby-eating Satanists. And, you know, Time Cube. Okay. It was worth a shot. Okay, well that was a fascinating detour, but I don't think terribly relevant.
We got a few good points out of that. I think we at least got a name of another president.
That's true,
we
yeah.
knew, was it Ernie Madsen was one? And
yes,
we got another name.
Yeah. Guy's car was hit by a drunk
Guy.
driver. Ernie Madsen Jr. stepped
Guy
down.
Mansley.
So we know that...
Yeah, Ernie Madsen is the one right before Carl.
I think so, yeah.
So there's that.
Okay. Right, I'm stuck here with Clark. Now, is Clark...
Clark is her son.
Yep, Clark Rafferty. And
And...
also, Clark came up in... Oh no, Chris Raff.
Yeah,
75,
so ostensibly Clark's son.
Or
grandson.
yeah.
Oh no, those are all his children. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Let's get back to this. So
Cool. Clark. She gets to be in Starlit. If I were not a single mother, could I make my own way in this world? I'm off topic. A girl with all the luck in the world was jealous of me. And now, though I've been undoubtedly burdened by terrible tragedy, I'm also lucky to be born into a family that can support me for eternity. I can raise a child without worry, unlike the countless other widows. If any of them were to hear me complaining, they would just rightfully scoff, just like I do at Gwyn.
Die nasty.
I'll try. From Lauren Roottree's diary in 1958, focuses on the day her grandfather Elias announced he would step down as president, the meeting to determine his successor. I wish I'd been a fly on the wall today. Clancy told me that everyone got quite heated. Granddad was furious. None of his sons would take over as president, but that's what he gets for holding on to it so long. With architects, preachers, and lawyers, nobody's got time for candy. So with the 5 pieces refusing to step up, it came down to us next gens. Pop argued at length that the company should stay with our branch of the family since we still have the Root Tree name. I'm not even sure Clancy would have wanted it, but he's the one who volunteered. Instead, it ended up going to Zach. Even though his surname doesn't match the candy, he's the firstborn son of the firstborn 5-piece.
Okay, so firstborn 5-piece, firstborn son. Now, that doesn't necessarily
it could be a firstborn daughter.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if we could put a little sticky note down that says, like, one of these is Zach.
Yeah. Man, okay. I was just gonna see if that was a thing. Okay.
Granddad has always had very particular views when it came to his bloodline. I asked Clancy. Now, who's Clancy? Is that an uncle
Clanky.
to her?
Root Tree Clancy Edward.
Or maybe a brother?
Yeah, there might be a...
Probably a brother.
Yeah, Root Tree Clancy Jr., so probably one of her brothers. Don't know which one, but also...
Let's see. Ha 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 ha. Okay, so Angie was a cousin. Where did it go? I asked Clancy if it ever came up that a woman could take over. After all, Angie's older than Zach, and I'm the next oldest of us all, but he just laughed. I'll never forget the cuss words Pop used when he told Ma it wouldn't go to us. Mother, ever the quick-witted, at least with catty remarks, countered back, maybe they wanted it to go to the only member of the family who looks like he samples the product.
Okay, rude.
Rude.
But that at least identifies which one that is.
Yeah.
So, Angie's older than Zach, so we would...
Doesn't necessarily mean that they're brother and sister, but let's see how many people in the next gen there are.
I think it might make sense for it to be
It
Angie
does make sense,
because
but it's not
they're
confirmed.
talking about it being the same... Like, that kind of fits, I feel like.
Yeah.
So, we'll put...
I think it fits well enough to... Now, why would it be Angelica Morden?
Because this would have been...
Oh, yeah, I
Morden,
guess she would have taken his name. Oh, yeah. So
James Morden and
James-
presumably Zachariah Morden.
Yeah.
And then we have Zach there. Now, he would be the second president,
Second president.
Assuming. So let's just do a real quick search. Clancy is the guy on the far left of the next generation. No, Zach's the one on the far left of it,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, I wanted Eli to stand all the way on the left. A lot like Pop. Oh, actually, that might help us identify Eli Jr. So let's zoom in here. So
Eli Jr. is definitely that one you're looking at.
Yeah.
I feel like. Spitting image of old Pop. He is. Still don't know where in the line.
Yeah, true.
So who's Sam then?
Not sure. Maybe we'll figure that out. So let's do a quick search for Zachariah Morden.
Yeah.
I probably spelled that horribly wrong. Oh, ZAC. Okay, I had too many letters in there. ZAC, Araya, Morton. Yeah.
Yep. Not much.
Okay.
Oh, we can fill him in as second president.
Yeah. Let's assume that for just now. President second. Try just Zach. Yeah, let's give that a shot. Zach Morden. Yeah, nah. They might not have anything on them. Okay. So our next page.
Okay, well,
There-
cool.
There's Sam.
Sam, right, in 63, you learn that Elias Roottree had given in to his wife and announced that Sam, an obscure relative, was to be included in family gatherings. Gwyneth had been pushing to include Sam for quite some time. Why Sam? I have many distant relatives I've never met. After all, Granny had sisters, Granddad had a brother or two, but I was told trim their branches from the family tree. So why is Sam special? Nothing adds up. I'm not the only one to realize. Angie summoned all the next gens to a secret meeting in Zach's office. Gwen's in Paris, but the rest of us, including the Miracles boys, spent ages trying to unravel the mystery. I didn't recognize Sam at Uncle Junior's wedding to Patsy last year. At the reception, when I asked who Sam was, Pop shushed me and said it was complicated. Clancy swore he saw Sam working alongside the farm hands, EC and John, when he used to drive past the old Anderson farm on the way to work. Upon hearing that, Zach checked the records, managed to confirm all three are on the books. Eli, Miracle's youngest, not my brother.
Oh, well, okay.
Probably Elias M.
Probably Elias Miracle.
Elias Miracle, yeah.
Goodness knows what he's up to. Uncle Junior sounds like a mediocre performing children's cartoon series. Oh dear. Okay.
Which we also got the wife for Uncle Junior.
Well, who's Uncle Junior?
Probably the the guy to the left, the one who's got. So her uncle would be one of the male. Is the architect.
The architect,
Her
right?
uncle. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Uncle Junior.
Uncle
Okay.
Junior.
And then that was what name was Uncle Junior. Uncle Junior. Patsy.
Patsy. Crap.
Yeah. Crap.
Okay.
Worth a shot. Probably not going to get any of that. Okay.
Clancy swore he saw Sam working alongside the farm hands. He seen John when he used to drive past the old Anderson farm on the way to work. Eli even chimed in. Apparently, when he was riding his mini bike alongside the farm a few weeks ago, Sam gave him some old tools, taught him how to make the bike's engine faster. None of us think that proper for a multitude of reasons, but Eli certainly seems thrilled. At the end of the day, nothing explains why an outsider is cozied into family affairs, especially one who works on the farm of all places. Whatever happened to blood is thicker than syrup? Why is Granddad making an exception now?
You know, here's... Are you about to say the same thing I'm about to say?
Probably not.
Okay. You say your thing first. My thing's not relevant to the
I
puzzle.
was just going to say I'd like to look at that photo again so we can try to suss out who Sam is.
Okay. I'm just going to say, the whole blood is thicker than water thing, it's interesting because, like, the modern usage of that is kind of an inversion of how it was intended to be used. The blood of the pact is thicker than the water of the womb.
Yeah.
So, like, it's used contemporarily as blood is thicker than water, so, like, oh, your family is more important than than not your family. But no, it was specifically like, no, the people that you make friends with can be more important.
Is it definitely true that that's what it used to be, or is that someone just...
Well, shit, now you got me wondering.
I still think it works better in the inverse. I think
Yeah.
it makes a lot more sense. I don't know if that's actually how it used to be, or if that's just
Hang on.
like
Let me...
a theory.
Now I'm wondering. I feel like it... Blood is thicker than water. Okay. Proverb in English meaning that familial bonds will always be stronger than other relationships. The oldest record of this saying can be traced back to the 12th century in German. Other interpretations. Writing in the 1990s and 2000s, author Albert Jack and Messianic minister Richard Pustelniak claimed the original meaning of the expression was that the ties between people who have made a blood covenant or have shed blood together in battle were stronger than ties formed by the water of the womb. Thus, the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. Neither of the authors cites any source to support his claim. Okay, object fucking lesson in me just seeing something, not checking the sources, and spouting off without confirming it, and trying to sound smart about it. So, consider me thoroughly chastened, because...
I didn't mean to chasten you, but
like,
it is a better way to phrase that, because I think that's a more, at least in this day and age, a more appropriate sensibility to take.
Yeah, absolutely. But also, the fact that that was like from a messianic minister as well, you kind of see their perspective coming through in that interpretation. Like, it's a very motivated interpretation of the quote, because, like, you're looking at, you know, a gathering of people within a church, and anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Clark's getting married, and in my opinion, far too young. He's barely 18, for God's sake, and Danielle isn't much older. So we got his wife.
Clark, like the rest of his generation, is a free spirit. Okay. So that's the generation after. So Clark
is her son.
is Clark. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. So do we have a Danielle? Do we have a single Danielle?
Danielle Franks.
Yep.
The blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb, but that's not the original phrase. Hell yeah.
Clark, like the rest of his generation, is a free spirit. What else do you call a group of kids growing up with more money than one person can spend? They all aspire to be musicians and artists and dancers and all sorts of nonsense. Unlike me, an author, which is an appropriate type of art, apparently, to be. The only one who has any discipline is Carl, but that's because Pop forced Clancy to send him to the academy. Okay. Clancy, we keep getting.
Presumably.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Cool beans. Maybe I'm just getting old, but our generation was never so bad. My brothers all seemed to pursue paths of knowledge, and the most rebellious thing any of us ever did was bring home someone who would be illegal to marry if we lived anywhere south of Pennsylvania.
Okay, so someone got into an interracial marriage at some point.
Pop seems to have gotten over it because Edward is set to take over his department once he retires. As for me, my first published book, Swashbuckle My Heart, is based on the pirate stories I used to invent with Jacob when we were walking in the woods after school. I think he'd be proud that Clark and I are carrying on in his name.
So that was published under... What was her maiden name?
Roottrees. Her married name was Rafferty.
Yeah, Lauren Rafferty. Re-released as X Marks the Spot.
Okay. Buried Treasure by Lauren Roottrees from the author of the Court series. Keep an eye out for Lauren Roottrees' next books, Revisiting the Diary 10 years later. Fuck yes.
Oh,
Scandal.txt. Hell yeah.
Oh, it's another big one.
Version of the diary released in 1975. Contains no pictures, many new passages that reflect on her thoughts. One major event happened between the releases, death of Elias. Summary of the fallout has been added to your notes, as well as some other select pages.
Awesome.
Sweet.
Presumably Susan, she posed with her husband in the campaign photo. Yeah, I think so.
Even my cousins are doing well. Zach's not a bad president after all. His sister seems to be doing a good job at raising her twins. Gwen is Gwen. At least she came out of the divorce with her head held high. She even told us she might come home next year so we can meet her kids. Free spirits and any other family, they'd all end up on the streets, even Clark. Okay.
It's Gwen and... Okay. So... Zach's not a bad president. Sister's doing well. So, can we put a face to Angelica's name? I think we might be able to.
Maybe. She's specifically not in that one photo, but she might.
She not?
I think the whole thing was they were upset because they wanted to be but couldn't. At least in the older photo.
Well, no, this is the next generation.
Yeah,
photo, so
yeah,
she
yeah.
would be in this photo. Yeah, the only one too good to make an appearance is Gwen. So Angelica has to be in this one somewhere.
Yeah, either the redhead in the back or the one up front. So
I think the redhead because Zach here is looking kind of redheaded.
That's a good point.
Okay.
Cool.
Sweet. So Clark Rafferty.
So can we look at that photo again?
Sure.
So we've got, okay, we have Zach and Angie. We've got Miracle and his kid. We've got Lauren and her three brothers. So is the black-haired lady, well, I was thinking maybe Sam was like Samantha, but it sounded like Sam was a guy. So
yeah, none of us understood why including Sam. Grandma insisted we include Sam. Miracle Maid. So
So who the hell is Sam?
I think Sam is like for process of elimination. Sam is either her or her. Like if we've misidentified her.
Right.
I think.
I think that one's definitely Angie. I think
Yeah.
you're right with the hair.
So this is Sam, we assume.
Yeah. They were saying that she was like a farmhand then.
Yeah. So let's scoot back to.
I was reading that, waiting for them to give Sam a pronoun.
Yeah.
Why
Obscure roles,
Sam? Why is Sam special? So
Sam. Sam was Pop shushed me and said it's complicated. Okay.
saw Sam working alongside the farmhands EC and John when he used to drive past apparently when he was riding his mini bike on the farm, Sam gave him some old tools, taught him how to make the bike's engine faster. None of us think that proper for a multitude of reasons.
Okay, so Sam is very deliberately, I would say, not gendered.
Yeah.
So would Sam even appear on this family tree? Like, it feels like maybe... Oh, in fact, look at that.
Yeah.
That, I think, might be...
Sam's behind everything.
Okay. Right.
Cool.
So, interesting. Let's have a look at the revisiting of the diary.
Mm-hmm.
The original author, Lauren Roottree. New insights, thoughts, and never-before-seen entries. New diary opens with an explosive incident that happened in the decade between the release and re-release of Lauren's diary. Elias Roottree had died, and during the reading of his will, there was an audible gasp when a certain name was read aloud, Samantha Roottree.
Okay.
Okay, interesting. So that is... Although Sam and her children were not meant to receive monetary inheritance, he had a stipulation that she retain the rights to run the farm and any and all decisions related to it. I wish we could add pictures to these.
We'll remember, we know.
Yeah. Then the scandalous secrets came out. None of the 5 pieces were a surprise, but it was quite a shock to everyone else, including Sam. She had been told her parents died. Apparently Sam was the illegitimate daughter of Elias Jr. and Patricia Christensen.
Okay.
Patricia, the daughter of a local steel mogul, and Eli Jr. harbored a secret romance at age 16. She became pregnant, and after the birth, her father refused to let her see Eli Jr. ever again. Her baby, Samantha, was sent to the Roottrees. Elias hid her away with a local farmhand known as Egg Cream. Patricia was married off to a much older man and sent away. That was the end of that, almost. None of the next gens had ever met or heard of Patricia until she unexpectedly reappeared, now going by Patsy. After Patsy's husband died, she reunited with Eli Jr., and they finally married in their 50s. Lauren mentioned the wedding in her first diary without knowing Patsy's history. Eli Jr. had never taken another lover. Lauren, ever the romantic, quite appreciated this. When Patsy and Eli Jr. finally married, Elias decided Sam should have been a Roottree in the first place. Even though she was not part of the clan's trust, he wanted to include her in her family affairs. That was what led to Lauren's initial entry titled Sam. Okay, so Patsy and Eli Jr. So, there's Eli Jr. and there's a Patricia
Christensen,
yeah. And then... Is this Sam?
So is this Sam, or is the top secret thing gonna have Sam?
Yeah.
I feel like, well, that has to have names typed in manually, so I'm gonna assume this one is Sam.
Yeah.
I think we could at least put that for now and change it later.
And
possibly third president.
Oh, quite possibly. Did we know that she was the third?
Not yet, but that seems what it's alluding to. I think we might get there in later entries.
Yeah.
Because she was given the run of the farm and everything.
Oh, true. Alternate universe, Andrew Carnegie, have mercy. Okay.
What do the conspiracy sites say about presidents? That they all like died or were murdered or something mysterious happened? There was one named Guy. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
There was a Guy and an Ernie.
Mm-hmm. Okay. This is a page of additional notes and context from the 1975 10-year anniversary re-release of Lauren's Diary. It is a companion piece to the entry about Sam. Clearly, I did not know our true family history when I wrote this. I didn't even know Sam was a Rootree. All of my doubts were ill-founded. She's a fine woman. Had she the chance to grow up with us, Sam might have been the sister figure Gwyn never was. Ernie and the kids are lucky to have her, and her children seem eager to help the family in their own ways. Ernie Jr. has been learning the day-to-day from Zach. It has been a long, long time since any real Rootree was as excited and interested in the actual candy as Ernie. As a bonus, Gwyneth has the green thumb of her mother and her adopted grandfather. Okay. What I'm most ashamed of is not figuring it all out myself. Sam's a spitting image of Patsy with her jet black hair and green eyes. Okay. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we can't put a picture of Patsy up there. That's fine. But I guess that... she doesn't have the thick glasses Patsy did, of course, but I guess that skips a generation. Her children have that covered. Okay, interesting.
Okay.
Do we have...
Mm-hmm.
So these are quite likely Patsy's
Children.
Yeah. Not Patsy's children.
Sam's children. Yeah.
Don't know which will be which, but
Yeah, we just put them down and
Yeah.
and swap them as needed.
there we go. Okay, sweet.
Cool.
Oh, hang on. Cursive signature, they include Bonnie, next President Guy Hudson, Ernie Jr., Carolyn, Gwyneth M., Gwendolyn, Miracle Jr., Jim Rootree, Clark, Carl, Eli M. That's not an exhaustive number, so...
No.
What's the conspiracy site say about presidents? The boy's cited to be a teen, but the girl isn't called out as such. Where were we? This one. Okay. Yeah. Hard to explain the look on Pop's face when they read the farm's operation should pass to Samantha Rootree for as long as she was willing. Got flashbacks to when Zach was made president. Mother reframed it a bit to calm him down. Sam wouldn't receive any candy money, after all, and was essentially inherited the right to rule over the peasants for eternity. Cool. Pop warned us away from that farm for years. I never met EC in person, but Pop once referred to him as a confirmed bachelor. I suspect that's why he kept us from there. Sam had to grow up in a house with him and his roommate, Mr. Miller. Roommates. I'm not sure Sam will ever forgive Uncle Junior or Patsy for abandoning her to that life. If I were her, I might never forgive them either. Even though she seems to blame more than just the two of them. She has no problems with us next gens, but she has a palpable hatred for the five pieces in Elias and Gwyneth. Okay. Companion piece to the entry about her son Clark. Reading this back I get deja vu. As I write this addendum, Clark's gotten married again. No Rootree has ever remarried. Sure, I lost Jacob and Gwyn divorced Wild Bill just before... just before she had her second. Okay.
Wild Bill Williams.
Okay, that's absolutely an alias, so let's see.
Some information on VH ships. This organizer is broken. Wild Bill Williams is the leading man of some notable movies in the 50s. He appeared in an adventure movie called Fortune Favors the Grave, which is yet to be released for home audiences. You don't find any additional information He was known for his good looks, off-screen romances, specifically with blondes. He was married 4 different times to 4 different actresses. There's a famous Hollywood rumor that he even approached Marilyn Monroe at a party, and she was already aware of his reputation. Grew up in Paris, France. He returned there often.
Okay, so do we have
a
Williams?
French name? Williams. No, we don't.
Huh. Well, let's see. Fortune favors the grave. Nope, same.
We got something about Paris.
Yeah, we had
The
a
scary
photo.
lady mentioned something.
We had this photo here. Gwyn and the boys. So
this is presumably the husband
yeah, and someone else.
and her son.
Yeah. I guess we can add her. That's her in
Yeah.
Paris. Oh yeah, one of these would be her husband. One of those would be your son, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you're
it
right.
sounds like she probably had a son and a daughter, given the language. Her and the boys. Because she had 2 children.
Oh, true.
So they either those are both her sons or
yeah.
a son and a husband.
Unusual. Wilson. Wolf.
Do we have Miller, by the way? Just out of curiosity?
No.
Okay. So, Mr. Confirmed Bachelor and his roommate aren't part of the tree.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll figure this out later. So we were at this. Right. So Gwyn divorced Wild Bill just before she had her second. Sorry. Yeah, that is Gwyn. I just wanted to double check that we didn't have that fundamentally wrong. See what he gets up to in Starlet. Oh, hang on a sec. That might actually be worth searching up.
Starlet, yeah.
There we go, periodical added. Starlet was a magazine, started with the colorization of film, went until 64, tabloid with a focus on famous actors and actresses, didn't go into other aspects of filmmaking or Hollywood news. Okay, periodical, Starlet,
Bill Williams is mentioned many times throughout the magazine's lifespan. Specific passages stand out. First mentions of his first roles were under his real name, Walter Forsythe.
Perfect, okay.
Right.
Nice. Right, back to this.
Second is an interview, although it doesn't mention her by name. You determine from context he's talking about Gwyn. An apology to all the ladies. I'm actually taken. Earlier this year, I did a friend a favor. He was directing a war movie and asked me to play a small part. Wouldn't you know it, that son of a bitch cut me from the picture. I'm just ribbing. It wasn't his fault. Apparently the studio didn't want to pay for a star of my caliber. I got the last laugh, though. I met someone. She spent most of the film crying. She was playing a soldier's wife, but even through the tears, she was incredible. I know I tend to have a reputation, but this one's true love. I only have eyes for her. Ironically, the third is a rumor that his divorce from Gwyn was due to multiple affairs, including one with another actress. An American reader on vacation in Paris claims to have overheard Wild Bill and Gwyn arguing in public while she was holding a baby and visibly pregnant. Not long after, Gwyn announced she was divorcing Wild Bill and also that she was pregnant again, giving this rumor more credibility.
Okay.
Okay, so that other person in the photo might not be
Yeah.
a son? I don't know who it would be.
Friend. Another root tree. Who knows? Okay. Right. Back to the book. Okay, yeah. The Neither of us took a second husband. The way the world is moving, I guess it was inevitable someone in this family would remarry. Just wish it wasn't my son. I can only wonder if Clark's apparent disrespect for marriage is due to the lack of a real father. I did what I could, and Lord knows Eli C. stepped up and helped, more than I can say for Clancy or Edward. Eli C. practically raised Clark and Jim as brothers whenever he could. Okay, so Eli C.
I think is...
Oh,
yeah.
Jim Roottrees, yeah, so... Eli's marriage seems fine and Jim's marriage seems solid as a rock, pun intended. So who knows what causes these things. I suspect he's marrying Jane to keep her from running out on the band. Without her, he'd be the third wheel. Imagine they wouldn't last long as a trio. I don't think a marriage on such a shaky foundation like that can last, and Lord knows I was right the last time. Okay. So it was Jane?
Yeah. Another LaRue.
Oh. Interesting. Okay.
So does that feel like confirmation that Eli C is Jim's father? Guess not necessarily, huh?
Well, Eli C raised Clark and Jim as brothers. I think that is confirmation right there, because...
It feels...
Yeah, Eli C. And that means we can, by process of elimination, name this one. So, get which other brother has been named. Yeah, more than I can say for Clancy or Edward. So, Clancy and an Edward Roottrees. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
So
That feels right to me.
Yeah, I don't think we can necessarily... Well, wait, no, because there was something about how one of them looked like Pop. So
Yeah.
that was in this photo. Yeah, I wanted Eli to stand all the way on the left. That's Eli then.
Yeah.
And yeah, okay. So
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This bit.
This bit.
This bit. I don't think that we necessarily can identify which of them.
I mean, the taller one's probably the older one, so it's probably
Oh yeah,
Clark's
that's fair.
dad.
Actually, that makes sense. Okay. Yep. Family resemblance as well.
Got that jawline.
Yep. Okay. Okay. Right. Back to the book. Man, we keep jumping around all over the place, but we're doing good with this, I
getting
think.
there.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
Yep.
Not companion piece to any specific entry, but addresses feedback. The biggest complaint I get after publishing my diary was how many similar names there are. And I get it, there are 4 Elis for Pete's sake, but that's how it is. Someone would say I saw Eli in town, and I wouldn't know which one they meant. My brother, my uncle, my cousin. That's why they became Uncle Junior, or Miracles Eli, or Eli C. Okay, so I think we've... Yeah,
Yeah,
we've got...
there's Miracles Eli.
We've got Uncle Junior over
Yeah.
here, and Brother
There's
Eli
CC.
and Grandpa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Families' names were always unusual. Grandpa Elias was a believer in using the names of each generation to honor those in the last. His father and Grandma Gwyneth's father were named Edward and Clancy. So now you see where my pop's name came from. One thing that's always been consistent in our family, though, is that anytime someone's a junior, they're always the firstborn son. That goes for Miracle, Eli, or even Clancy. That's good to know.
Okay. Yep. That's
Yeah.
good. That's good.
Junior.
I don't think we have any juniors to fill out just
I
yet.
don't think we have any more juniors now.
Let's just Mazden Ernst
Oh,
Jr.
yeah,
some
that
point.
is. I think that is who that is. Maybe. Well, let's not put it in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sweet.
Cool. So you're reading my diary and confused. You're not alone. Even the government had problems. I remember once receiving certified mail for Edward Clancy Roottree. Had to break the news that they got my father's name backwards.
Okay. Clancy Edward. There's an Edward Clancy somewhere in the mix, I think. Possibly. An egg cream.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah. Yeah, they're always the firstborn son. With the women, it goes out the window. Gwendolyn got her name for some combination of Gwyneth and Carolyn, who is Elias's mother. Okay, which Elias? Gwendolyn also, hang on. God. Gwendolyn got her name for some combination of Gwyneth and Carolyn. Okay, where's our Gwendolyn? We've got Gwyn.
I think.
Oh, Gwyneth and Carolyn, who was Elias's mother. Okay, so that probably makes this person Gwendolyn.
Yeah. Gwendolyn Roottree.
Or
I think it's birth name.
Yeah, it's birth name.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay. And then over here, yeah, women's names tend to get all mixed up as the generations went on because there's no female equivalent of junior. I think you could be a female junior if you really want to.
Yeah.
Okay, not a companion piece, but a fun bonus. Apparently, this is the first thing she could find that she ever wrote. She knows it's for a school assignment about anger, and she believes, based on the teacher's name, that she must have been in the 3rd grade. I don't exactly remember the event spelled out, but she does remember getting in trouble. I got angry when I met a new girl who I do not like. She was dirty and did not have a pretty dress.
This is Sam she's talking about.
Me and Pop walked home in town, and she hugged him. When I told her he was my Pop, she pushed me. I got angry and yelled at her, and Pop said to treat her nice. Then she said, "Your Pop is my dad." She screamed it loud in my ear. She was lying to me, and lying is not a nice thing. So I pushed her too. Then I got in trouble, and Pop took her away. He told me, "Don't worry, I am glad she is gone." So it rather seems that perhaps Samantha was actually Edward's kid?
Ooh.
Like that's what that's saying, like in black and white.
Yeah. Huh. Here's my Pop, she pushed me. Your Pop is my dad. Can we, what's,
Okay, here we go. What
it's
is it?
peculiar. Can we look at the first page of that where she's explaining who Sam is?
Did she have the chance to grow up with us? Sam might have been the sister figure Gwen never was. Okay, yeah. Elias Roottree, Samantha Roottree, Sam was the illegitimate daughter of Elias Jr. and Patricia Christensen.
Okay, so it's that specifically says that it's Elias's daughter, but she said that she's Clancy's daughter.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
very peculiar. So, I think perhaps it's a good
Do we have
point-
one more note right
Oh.
now?
Uh,
I think it came with our first
Yeah.
scandal thing.
oh. Right, sorry, I thought this was...
Oh, okay. This is updated from the
yeah.
WRTD radio. Okay.
So, we've done all the notable root trees at this point. To Carl and Brenda. So, Carl and Brenda here. Tucked inside an envelope with a letter beneath a candle in the corner of Carl's office. Ernie.
Love Debbie.
So Ernie would be in Carl's generation, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that is enough for tonight.
Yeah, I think so.
I want to keep
I think we've
chewing
made
on
good
this,
progress.
but man, that's been good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good video game. I hope y'all have been enjoying watching us puzzling over that. We've certainly been having fun puzzling over it, so, you know. And yeah, sorry if the stream was just a little bit choppy in places. I sure hope that
Everybody's fault but our own.
exactly. Thank you for the stream. Thank you for watching the stream. We're going to be back tomorrow with some more of the same. More Roottrees Are Dead. So, yeah. 7 p.m. Pacific. Oh my god. Gibson is still streaming Changed.
Oh gosh.
Let's go and raid into Changed. Actual kink game. Actual kink game that Gibson is streaming.
That's exciting.
So, let's see. Raid. Hada Bana. What's our raid phrase for this? Fuck it, we're just gonna do Are You Winning?
Okay.
Thanks everyone for hanging out. We will see you tomorrow with more The Roottrees Are Dead. Take care. We'll see you again.
We'll see you then.
Bye.
Mwah.